that he doesn't have is what makes him lose his mind. Is what makes him. It's
Why
what breaks
I
him.
don't like Superman and why I don't like Captain America is that they are never wrong.
That's not true.
They always think, well, they may actually be wrong, but they never think that they're wrong. They always think that whatever they do, they are 100% justified and right.
That's not true. That's not true. You're thinking Marvel movies, Captain America.
The movies, sure, not the comics. I mean,
sure,
different.
because in the comics they had to give him that character flaw. Otherwise, there was an obvious choice between Cap and Iron Man. So they both had to be hard-headed. The reality is that Captain America is very level-headed and very willing to think things through. What's interesting about him is that he does sometimes have to make difficult gut decisions about what to do, and then when he is wrong, it really eats him up.
Yeah.
Because, like Superman, everybody looks to him and expects him to always have the answer.
Problem is they never showed any of that in the movies.
Of course not. I mean, you're looking at, what?
Because they
maybe
showed enormous
12 total hours of screen time with that guy? Like, there's only so much you can do in 12 hours.
Crack open a comic book, Nick.
God, Nick.
Because they showed an enormous amount of development for Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
But really zero development for Captain America.
They didn't really show any development for Iron Man either. Iron Man also does the same thing where he thinks he's right the whole time and he won't.
Yeah, he starts off that way for sure because
he continues to make the Ultron mistake. But then he continues to think that Nope. Even his last fucking moment, he snaps his fingers when Hulk should have been the one to do it. Like there's or giving it to Captain Marvel. Like there's any number of people.
Well, there was only one.
Yeah. Any of them could have done it, and some of them could have survived it. Some of them could have survived it.
I think he had much more character progression than that Captain America did, because
that's true.
Pretty much didn't change the entire.
No, Captain America's whole thing is like he knows that he's right, and the thing is about those movies is that he is every single time he is correct.
Yeah, that's why.
And so that's why his character didn't get to. That's why his character didn't get to develop. But the thing is that he is.
That's boring to me.
No.
Best superhero, hands down, besides Iron Man and Batman. You can't even really call him a superhero.
Aquaman.
Venom.
Oh my God, you're one of those. Aquaman is actually super cool, Amanda. You're right.
I love Aquaman.
I think comic books Aquaman is better than the movie Aquaman.
Let's play D&D.
Guys, let's play some D&D. Okay.
Oh my God, I'm exhausted.
Let's stop nerding out on Marvel. And let's nerd out.
I'm like 10 times more tired after listening to that now. That was too much. It was a lot.
Let's see here.
It is streaming. We are live. And if anyone ever accidentally finds our video on the internet, it's going to start with Wyatt passionately ranting about comic books.
They should get to know me immediately. All right. So, Virtus Invicta finds themselves in a sort of nowhere place right now. They have taken their first steps down the everlasting path. On the island of Vale, in search of a shard, they must go to this valley where the land of Fairy overlaps with the prime material. Shit gets wonky. They've had some warnings. They go to slay the guardian of the shard, corrupted the Jabberwocky. They have been given a special weapon by a imprisoned high elf named Belgariad. I believe it is currently Valonia who is wielding the Vorpal Blade. It's a bit too heavy to be a finesse weapon for boots.
Wait, repeat that?
Which part? The whole thing?
No, just the last 2 sentences, sorry.
Okay. They are in possession of the Vorpal Blade that they acquired from an imprisoned high elf named Belgariad. And the blade is currently in the possession of Valonia because it is, unfortunately, very much a strength-based weapon and not a dexterity-based weapon, so it will not mesh very well with Boots' style. Not to say you can't wield it, you're certainly proficient. I believe everyone but Jimmy is actually proficient, but again, it's strength-based, not dex-based, so probably not what you want, or Chimera. The Vorpal Blade is said to be the only weapon capable of permanently putting the Jabberwocky down. You were given some tools, some fancy cloaks, don't forget those, that can give you some much-needed healing in the moment, by Aristil and Callistra, two of the wood elves who met you on Vale and escorted you after some vetting with their king, Sariel, to the Everlasting Path. And, you have in tow, you have a newly reassembled Anchor. So let me grab him.
Yeah!
And you have Chimera's crazy uncle.
Yeah!
What's his name?
Uncle.
Veridar.
Oh my gosh, you guys, let's see if we can remember how to play D&D. It's been so long.
Okay. I think that's all the setup. Does anybody have any questions before we just assume that you guys are doing your thing? Need a refresher on anything at all before we get going?
We are rested.
Correct.
I think I used one spell.
I think you used...
It was
I cast
that
a
spell
first...
for the sword.
Yeah, first level conjuration spell to activate the ritual.
Oh, is that the only one you used? Okay. Okay, cool. I thought there was a second one. All right.
What's the second one? I might have just not marked it.
I can't remember, so we'll assume that I just remembered. I thought I remembered there being a second one, but I'll trust you. You took better notes than I
Nick
did.
also remembers a second.
Do you remember a second one, Nick?
No, I don't think. I think that was the only one.
Okay.
Um,
We'll just call it one for now. That's fine.
Ooh, and I'm in a weird form that gives me plus 30 HP.
That's true. You are in a weird form that gives you plus 30 HP.
Did
You
you?
have a...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying she's in the glistening beetle armor form, looking like her uncle Veridar.
Did
Or-
you write down or put in the chat anywhere like the stats of the sword that I have? Because I don't see it.
The Vorpal Blade.
I know
Let's
it's a
see.
plus 3.
It's real good.
Let's
I
see.
believe it was a +2 or a +3
Crowder!
greater striking Vorpal. Those were all the stats.
Yeah. Yeah, that is it. So that means it's 3D. That's a falchion, so I think it's a D8 actually.
That's for this spell.
3d8?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's 3D8. And it has the Vorpal quality. Or rune, technically. Vorpal rune.
Oh man, that sword's a 3 double D.
Ayo.
Uh-oh! 30d8. That's how much damage it deals. That's canon.
Oh fuck.
That's not canon. Don't write that down. Okay. So, Anthony, I just did a recap. You remember about it, right?
I'm good.
Okay.
Although I did just see my last roll and everything, and feel pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I do remember that now. Excellent. Okay. All right. As you all begin to stroll down this pretty claustrophobic path, dense jungle trees. It's not quite like, North American forest. It's much more like primordial. There's more vines, thick underbrush. The ground in front of you does seem to open and create a trail. Not like immediately in front of you. Usually you have a good 20 or 30 feet that you can see, but you really cannot see much beyond that. The trees are mostly natural looking at first. There are some strange flowers and some, we'll call them pastel colors. Just greens that are a bit brighter. Even the browns of the barks and things like that are a little more varied than in most real world forests. I say real world, I mean material world. You begin to hear some strange sounds out in the distance. Bird calls, not unlike what you might hear on Malwar. Those of you that can remember. These sort of dramatic, long, drawn-out, they sound almost like musical instruments with just enough natural quality to them for you to realize that they are birds and other similar things. As you're walking, the earth begins to grow a bit moist, not quite to the point of being thicker and thicker, so that it's almost like you're walking through a hallway. And then as you move a little further down, the trees merge into, it almost looks like a cavern around. Go ahead and roll a perception check. We'll say, everybody roll a perception.
What the
Nice
fuck?
work, Boost.
What the
Nice
fuck?
work, Jimmy.
Okay, good. That's better.
Okay, Valonia.
26.
Okay.
Jesus.
Valonia, as you are walking, most of you are fairly quiet. Jimmy, you in monster or man form?
Definitely monster.
Okay. Jimmy with his big form, because he can, flitter when he needs to, and sort of move like with his hands on trees and stuff. He's very quiet given his size. Boots, despite being an old, somewhat barrel-chested sailor, is, very, very firm on his legs. You and Chimera, of course, are natural sneaks, but Anchor is not. And
Buddy.
And you can just hear him clunk, 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 clunk. How he makes that much noise on such soft earth is just mind-blowing. But through his clunky sound, you hear just a little bit beyond this. It's functionally a wall at this point. They're so close together and so interwoven with vines. Like I said, it's become like you're walking through a cavern or a tunnel. Just on the other side of that vegetation, you hear what sounds like a laugh at first, just a little laugh that seems to turn into a purr.
I'm gonna throw my arm out. Am I in front?
Sure. Yeah.
That
Okay, I'm
would
in
be
front.
smart, yeah.
I'm just gonna throw my arm out and signal people to stop, and then point to my ears. I hear someone. Stop fucking walking.
Okay, everybody stops, even thunk, thunk.
And then I'm
Big
gonna
Anchor.
point to where I heard the noise.
Okay.
It would have been a 27 for me because I forgot we all got the green warden cloaks, which +2
Oh, that's
to
right.
stealth and perception in forested areas. But it wouldn't have
Okay.
mattered.
Yeah.
Or would it have?
No, you're
Probably
garbage.
I need to write that. Does Anchor have one?
You
No.
rolled a 2, dog,
I did.
and I rolled a 3.
You did.
I rolled a 6.
But Melonia, I'll say that extra 2 is enough for you to you recognize that sound.
Is it our friend?
It sounds like the cat Sith that you met in the Shadow.
Is he a homie or a not homie?
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah,
I
but he
don't know.
hasn't been malicious, but he's also not been helpful.
Okay. I'm going. Can I make like a little cat face and be like, meow? It's the cat guy.
Can you make a cat face?
Yeah, like a little like. I'm making a face. You can't see me make a face. That was really weird.
Amanda's licking her fingers
We're not
and then
zooming.
cleaning her forehead with them.
Okay, I'm gonna stop being dramatic.
No,
Guys,
I love it. Please don't stop being
Yeah, don't
dramatic.
change. Don't change.
I imagine Valonia literally like licked her hand and then wiped her forehead like she was a small cat.
Well, that's canon. That's what I did.
You hear, "Ooh, long way from home, aren't we?"
Oh, he might not recognize
And
me.
then And then you just see a couple little green eyes just sort of floating, not attached to anything. Not like peeking out of shadows. They're just little eyes floating.
Are we with
Literally
anybody
the
else?
Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, very much Cheshire Cat. Yeah, Boots, you guys are with crazy Uncle Veridar
Yeah.
He's not crazy,
And-
he's just different.
and Anchor. That's who you guys are with.
Okay. Just okay.
And apparently Cat Sith.
Apparently.
What do we do?
Let's go talk to him. He looks like a homie. He just eyes. What can he do?
I don't know that that's the best idea.
What can he do?
Ooh.
I.
Are you
don't think-
lost?
We're not lost, right?
No.
Why? We don't feel lost, right?
I mean, you guys are moving forward. You were told that, it's. You were told that it's a long path. You weren't told how long. But given what you were briefed on about the Feywild, depending on how much influence it's currently exhibiting on this part of the island of Vale, it could be a, time and space could be working a little differently than you're used to. Yeah. Theoretically, this path only has one destination, and that's the valley that you're going to.
No, we are not lost.
But it's good to see you. And let's just keep walking. Don't even slow down.
He's just walking beside you. His eyes are, whereas the last time you guys saw him, he was about panther-sized. These are much more like house cat sized down low.
That's cute.
And he
Is
says,
this even the same one?
I don't know. As you guys are walking, he says, so you know the way then? You know where you're going?
Yes.
That's very good. That's very good. You don't want to get lost. He's just, bouncing along beside you.
I feel like he's a friendly cat.
Weren't we told?
Oh,
not to
yes, and very
trust-
friendly. Yeah,
Trust anything.
you were, in fact, told that.
Have you met me?
Look, the last time we met one of these things, it didn't exactly help us.
I mean,
That's
it kinda
not
did.
true. You got where you were going.
That's true.
Yeah, you didn't make it any easier.
Are you sure it was me?
No.
You see,
Doesn't
looked at you.
matter.
Familiar.
As his little eyes are floating there, you see a little cat grin up underneath the eyes appear.
That's okay. Like, we're good. We don't need help. We're just gonna keep
Oh.
walking. But we hope you have a really great day.
Okay.
You're really cute.
All right.
So, thanks for checking in.
Well, if you do need anything, give a shout. I may be around. And the eyes just sort of disappear. They float up and away.
He's definitely gonna follow us, but that's okay. Not a big deal. It's just.
I don't like them. They're creepy.
I don't trust him.
Well, no, don't trust them. But like, if we leave, maybe they're like bees. We leave them alone. They leave us alone. The alternative is to just attack him for no reason, and that's not going to end well. So I say, let's just keep moving.
I'm not advocating for that.
There's probably a middle ground somewhere. As you guys begin to back along your path, the trees begin to open up a little bit. And this very warm, orangish, not quite natural like sunlight, maybe evening time, begins to filter through the trees here and there. And you can see some pillars of light off the path a little ways. And, it's become a rather nice, warm afternoon here in this forest. You can see some things jumping along the trees, these bright, almost neon blue, like lizards that just leap from branch to branch. You see an occasional flit of golden feathers from a bird. And you even at one point catch in the distance what appears to be a great stag perched up in a tree branch.
Weird.
Just sort of watching you as you
A
all
what?
go.
A stag.
Like a
Giant
big
deer.
deer.
Someone's Patronus.
Mhm. Eventually, you begin to hear sounds of a stream up ahead. It's been a long walk. You have grown rather thirsty. But, you do have... Well, actually, you would have rations, so, you may not be thirsty, but it may be a good time to
We got a gift basket,
fill up your canteens. Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem great.
Yeah, I don't really trust anything in here. I'd rather use what we have and then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
fill
gonna
up
have the
there.
mansion. We can drink
True.
and eat there.
As
We keep
you
going.
guys keep going, the sound of that stream gets louder and louder. And then all of a sudden you hear the beating of drums and a
Oh,
horn,
that's not good.
and a loud horn that seems like it's right behind you. Like whatever's making these noises. When you turn, there's nothing there. And you turn back, there's nothing around you, but you can still hear for a few seconds. Again, like someone right beside you is blowing like a hunting horn and playing war drums right with you.
I have seen this episode of Gilligan's Island. We're about to be cooked. We're not supposed to
Guys,
trust anything, right? That we hear or see. Should
Mhm.
we just keep going?
I don't know. This place is freaking me out.
Boots will draw the sword. Just keep it ready.
Okay. You hear, oh, that won't help you. You see those little green eyes watching you again.
Are you responsible for this?
Hmm?
Are you responsible for these drums?
Oh, no. I would like to avoid them as much as you do.
Why is that?
Nasty business. The good news is, the louder it sounds, the further it is. It's when you hear it quiet that you have a problem.
Please.
What the hell?
Forgive me if I don't trust anything you say.
You are forgiven. And he just little eyes just twinkle along the path ahead of you towards the stream and disappear.
I love him.
Oh, what is Scritchum?
I don't trust him.
We don't have to trust him. Nobody's saying that we should trust him.
Then again, I don't trust a lot of people. But I say
You know, this is how I got a cat in real life. Every time I went for a walk, it followed me. And it turns out he's a really nice cat. Luna.
You don't think your husband, the DM, would potentially ever use that against you?
No. A small cat?
I just walk out.
I'll fall back to the end of the marching order so that I can give him a scritch.
He's actually moved ahead, but if it is your intention to
Oh.
scritch him, he will very quickly find you for
I don't
scritches.
want anyone to find out I scritch.
It's
I'll
okay.
wait.
He's very invisible. He's very invisible. You just feel something brush up against your leg that's about cat size. What's she doing? We're having actual cat problems right now.
It's a sign
Mm-hmm,
that we should trust the cat.
Nope.
Nope.
She's scratching up my treadmill and back talking about it. You're not supposed to do that. I thought you guys said that the fun part about
I'll
D&D
be
is when
right
you
back.
make chaotic decisions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for cat scritches.
I'm scratching the cat.
Quick,
Y'all
while
say
Anthony's not
I'm
here.
too safe. Y'all say I'm too
Say
safe,
we
so I'm
keep
scratching the
moving.
cat.
Okay.
I'm scratching him and walking.
You just casually put your hand down, and the cat seems to get as big as it needs to reach your fingers. And you give it little scritches as you walk, and you just hear or feel against your fingers just a soft little purr. And as you look down, you just see little happy slits of cat eyes.
It's so cute.
I'm gonna say Psst, Valonia, because I know she will scratch the cat too.
I'm gonna fall back too.
Okay. So you guys are walking like side by side with the schmoll between you.
Yeah.
You just,
Yeah,
and you
we
just
are.
scritches. And
Yes.
the purring has grown audible now, like it's gotten very loud.
Nothing
so,
to see here.
Boots, you can't pinpoint the direction that it's coming from, but you do hear that purring again.
I keep moving. Making sure
Okay.
that everybody else is still moving.
We keep moving, Wyatt.
Hmm?
We keep moving.
Okay. You come eventually to a cliff's edge, and the trees sort of abruptly end, and you're looking out over this wide river. And it's about a 15-foot drop. You're on like this stone embankment, and then the rushing river, and then across it you can see what appears to be a broken rope bridge dangling into that water, about 50 feet across.
Time to fly.
Yeah, wait, what did I miss?
Jimmy!
They pet
We
the
need
cat
your taxi
discreetly,
services. Shh, don't tell him!
but nobody saw.
You don't know that.
And now we've
what you're
reached some
talking
sort of river with a broken bridge, about 50 feet across.
There's a rushing.
We're
Wait,
gonna
it's
need
15 feet across or 15 foot down?
50 feet across, about
50.
15 feet down.
50 across.
Mhm.
And 15
Can we
down. Okay.
can we see up
I
or
can
down?
make that in 6 seconds.
Can
Mhm.
we see up or down the stream? Like
Roll a
left or right?
perception check.
+2.
+2. It's a little
Okay,
better.
Boots. Glancing down, you can see it looks much the same. or glancing to your left, you can see it looks much the same for at least several miles until the river sort of turns around a bend. To the right, you don't have as much visibility because the river seems to go over a cliff about 100 yards from where you're at, rushing over a water.
Dang, he
Doesn't sound like it's terribly much, high drop, because you've been around waterfalls before. You'd expect the noise to be a lot greater. Right now, it's a loud, sort of stream or river, but it doesn't sound like the din of a waterfall.
Is there like a canopy to these trees, or can we see open sky?
The canopy does stick out a little bit over the edge, but yeah, there's definitely a good 30 feet of open air. But as you're looking, you do see a series of, you almost would have missed them, just they look like planks or pieces of wood. Almost like maybe there was some sort of structure built into the river about every 20-ish feet or so. There is I guess every 50 feet, going like along the length of the river as far as you can see in each direction. These wooden, almost like what you would build docks on, like the
Like
frame
posts?
pieces. Yeah, the posts. Each only sticking about a foot or so out of the water.
Any weird magic spidey senses in the water or the bridge when I look?
Let me see here.
Could I also tell what these could have been used for?
You can roll a sailing check, see if they're anything related to what you know, or if you have another check that you think might work.
Can I assist?
What would you like to roll?
If you do sailing, I'll assist.
Okay.
I guess I can do sailing. Might as well. Unless crafting would be better. It's a little bit lower of a number, but I don't know if that would help. We'll do sailing,
Okay.
and if she can assist, that'd be cool.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice. They definitely appear to be the same type of wood that would be used for like it's very similar structure, but you cannot imagine what purpose that would serve. In terms of, like, you don't know what that would do for anyone to have those regular posts like that. Chimera, are you still going to try to check for magics?
Yeah, I just want to see if my keen sense goes off.
As soon as you begin trying to detect, you sense magic about 10 feet from you. Like 10 feet from where you are, you can feel magic. It looks to be coming from across the river or somewhere in that direction.
So it's like over the river, like kind of hovering over the river or something?
It's just the direction. Yeah, just the direction of the river.
I'm confused because you said we were at the cliff's edge.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like,
You're looking from one side to the other of this river, all like going the length of the river, like moving from left to right, just like the river. You have these posts. The direction that you're facing is towards the broken bridge on the other side of the river. And
right,
when
which
you
is
face
50
that
feet
direction,
away.
and when you face that direction, you feel magic emanate.
But it's not pinpointed. It's just like a wall of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh no! Actually, I just checked the range. No, you can pinpoint the origin of the magic. It is the post.
Like the one
So it's
sticking
like
out
the
of the
closest
water.
one.
Mm-hmm.
just one of
Okay.
them.
The nearest one is all that you can detect. If she'd like to move around, she can see if the rest of them have the same.
Jimmy, you mind if I hitch a ride? Because I want to see if these posts are all magic, but that one definitely is.
Sure.
Would you guys be able to check and see what's on the other side of that waterfall as well?
Yeah, we can
don't go too far. But
Stealth.
Yeah, he'll let her hop on and then see what they can see.
Okay. As soon as you get to the edge, as soon as you move to lift off, I need you to roll a will save.
I'm not
Both of you.
surprised.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Feywild. We got fun again. Ooh, that's good. What's 18 plus 22?
That's
40.
a good solid 40. Yeah.
40.
You definitely make it against you have a will save against inhaled threats?
It's just a note on any of my saves because it's non-specific.
Okay.
Like, if, for example, I inhaled some kind of pollen
Laughing
that
gas.
made me...
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's any kind of inhaled threat.
Okay. So Chimera.
Why are you laughing?
Chimera, everyone looks on as on Jimmy's back, Chimera sprouts a long, curly, fluffy tail. Buck teeth.
Yay! Oh.
Buck teeth. Her ears become a little bit longer with little tufts on them. And she gets a little bit of fur as she looks like a squirrel girl.
Oh, cute!
Jimmy! Jimmy, you also turn into a squirrel, but rather than a squirrel bird monster, you are just a squirrel.
Oh,
And
that's
both you and Chimera fall into the river.
Wait a minute.
That's a real bummer.
Mhm.
I have a reaction.
What do you have?
Fly, I believe, is a reaction. Feather
Fly is
fall
a
or
reaction?
something.
Yeah, feather
Maybe
fall.
it's feather fall. That probably wouldn't help us.
Are they close enough to me to catch them? Or try to?
No, man. You were just getting ready to take off across the river.
Can I throw a rope?
They can both swim.
No.
Can we swim as squirrels?
I'm a squirrel.
You're a
Mhm.
squirrel person.
Squirrels can't
No.
swim. No, he's a squirrel.
No. She's a squirrel person. I'm a squirrel.
So she
Okay.
can swim and he can't?
Correct.
Just get him.
I'm gonna instead I'm gonna as a reaction cast counter spell or whatever. What is it? How does this
Dispel magic?
dispel magic? No.
Yeah, counterspell doesn't work because there's no trigger. Counterspell is triggered by someone casting a spell at you. No spell has been cast.
Okay. I don't think I can do dispel as a fortunately.
Jimmy's tiny squirrel body flails wild. The end.
So, Chimera, you got anything for this situation, or
Okay,
you guys just
so-
plunging into the river?
Are we in the river already?
You are falling towards the river. I'm giving you, if you have a reaction, I'm going to give you a chance to use it. But if you don't have a reaction, then you're going to hit the water.
Oh, here's one. Reaction. Air bubble for him.
Hey.
Okay, what's that do? Tell me about it.
Now at least he can breathe underwater.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder if I
you-
can still.
Yeah, you don't lose any of your normal. Your change is completely aesthetic. It has no other effects on it.
I imagine the air bubble spell looks like a glitter bubble that pops over his head that looks like a spaceman suit helmet.
Okay. So he looks like Sally from SpongeBob,
Yes.
or Sandy. Sandy.
I don't know. Never watched that show. but I know you're.
Well, she's just yeah. So,
She's
your
a squirrel.
inside's like
I could
churn
hear
up.
Amanda roll her eyes just now. Just
I did multiple times.
today,
Your,
I told her I did. I've never tried sweet and sour chicken. I don't think I'm on her good side today.
Yeah, she's wrong, Amanda. She's wrong. So listen, as you guys, or as you like turn into like Squirrel Girl, your stomach did get like churned up in knots a little bit. Like something seemed to happen to you, to your insides, but apparently not enough to worry about.
Okay.
You do have the sickened one condition for now, but that does not inhibit you casting an air bubble around Jimmy. You both plunge into the water. Jimmy, you're sort of floating thanks to your air bubble a little bit. It's designed for like a much bigger creature. So I'm gonna say you're hamster balling right now in this weird bubble.
Solid.
You are both careening a lot faster than the river looked towards the edge, like towards that waterfall.
I'm.
Oh boy.
When do I get another turn?
Go ahead.
How-
I'll give everybody 2 actions before they go over this waterfall, or 2 turns before they go over this water. What's the game plan, guys? What are we doing?
Okay,
gonna-
Jimmy first would like to flail, and then to screech a little bit.
Aw.
Okay. If you would like to, you can spend all of your actions on your turn to concentrate on your original form.
Yes, I would like to do that instead.
Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another will save for me. All right. Chimera, just as you're wondering what you're going to do, you see your little air bubble not pop because it's the spell doesn't get dispelled, but you just see from a little floating ball, you see Jimmy's full monster form thrashing into the water as he's coming back to himself.
Hey, I can swim like this.
Yay! Air bubble creature enters environment.
I mean, technically the air bubble would still be there. Jimmy can't breathe underwater, so...
The effect ends as soon as the target returns to an environment where it can breathe normally. Okay, the old spell would choke you if you weren't underwater, so I just wanted to make sure it
Oh.
wasn't hurting you. Yeah, they changed it though. I got your back.
That could be problematic.
They don't have that spell anymore though. So.
Cool. Yet. They'll add it. You're talking about Aboleth's long, right?
Yeah. I had it, but I never got to use it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Close.
I mean, I imagine he's still trying to get his bearings because he was just a tiny squirrel and a lot of things have happened in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah. Is he close or is he kind of separated?
No, you guys are right. You guys are like right beside each other. Like he actually like dangerously thrashes and almost whaps you with his big Jimmy tail as he's coming back to himself. But you guys are like functionally side by side.
I'm gonna hop back on his back as squirrel.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We're just like going over. I mean, he can fly now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you
I
do
mean, as soon
notice
as...
that you are
Go ahead.
getting close to another one of these pillars.
No.
Um,
We're gonna move towards that edge.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to avoid getting anywhere near another one of those.
Okay. You're able to
Fun.
cling to the cliffy embankment. A little soaked, the both of you. But not too the worse for wear, all things considered. It is the same side of the river that you started on, and you're about 60 feet down from your
Maybe
allies.
we should just take the bridge.
The bridge is broken.
The bridge is broken. We can't get across the bridge.
Anthony missed that detail. Can we try to fix it or something? Because this thing's insane.
Cellular membrane.
Are you
so,
able to fly up back
cannon.
to us?
I mean, we're on the embankment. He's still just kind of catching his breath. It turns out that when you're used to being like a giant snake monster thing, turning into a little itty bitty squirrel is jarring.
You could say that was nuts.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No.
That was good. Come on, that was good. I will hop off and be like, I'm a squirrel. Because I'm used to being all sorts of different shapes, and so it doesn't
Did you
bother me.
do that? Oh, no, of course you didn't.
I didn't do that. I can still talk.
She doesn't
Yeah.
start talking like chirps and squirrel noises.
No, I mean, she's got a little bit of an issue because she's not used to working around those buck teeth yet, but other than that, she's fine. A little lispy, maybe.
Her voice didn't get a little higher pitch.
It just sounds like my real life voice now. I bet I have some kind of form in this that I can take that has.
This place is definitely trying to mess with us, and I don't appreciate being turned into small furry creatures.
I'll dispel it if I have to, but I don't want to waste a spell, so I'm hoping it'll just wear off soon.
I mean, I definitely say
after a few
you
minutes, it
didn't
does
end
wear
up
off.
as bad.
It did wear
Something.
After a few minutes, yeah. By the time Jimmy like catches his breath and gets you guys back up to solid ground, yeah, it was worn off. What were you saying, Jimmy?
So now what?
We could fly higher and go
Yeah.
around it.
Is there a way that it looks? I mean, if I flew like directly over the bridge, is that what we were doing before? Like, how close did we have to get
I
to this
mean-
thing before?
Not very. Like as soon as you set foot off of the side is when the effect.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, but we're like 10 feet from it right now. So if we just go 10 feet up and over.
Yeah, but I think it might be more like. This is Anthony. Jimmy doesn't know fuck all. It seems more like a wall. So unless there's a gap in the wall, right? And like I don't know how high it goes, but the higher we go, if I get transformed and then start plummeting toward the water, there's a certain speed where I will splatter.
But I did detect magic, and it was just on the post.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're the source of it, right? But I don't know. We could try different things, but I really don't want to end up a squirrel again.
I like to be a squirrel. It's cute.
You didn't almost plummet off of a freaking waterfall in a tiny squirrel body.
Anyone got any ideas?
Like, how broken is the bridge?
You don't see a piece of it on your side. You see like a couple of like an old broken post when you look like in some undergrowth, and then you can see the rope dangling into the water with a few planks still attached on the other side.
How close
So
is
it's
the
fucked.
post?
It's pretty fucked.
Yeah, no,
How
it's
close
fucked.
is the post to where the bridge would be, though? Because I mean, that sounds like we would just be walking right by the post.
Yeah, but I mean,
about 10 feet away.
if there were a bridge, right, and you turn into a squirrel, you can cross the bridge as a
Jimmy's
Would,
gonna have squirrel phobias now.
Is flying up and over out of the question?
I don't know. As soon as we stepped foot off the side, things got a little squirrely.
Oh god.
And it was in character. Suck it.
Boots just gives you a look. Well, we have no way to get across the bridge. at the moment without flying.
I'm gonna ask my uncle. Got any ideas? Uncle? Wyatt,
What happened?
I'm asking my uncle if he has any ideas.
Oh. He leans forward and he says, I don't this world is unknown to me. I've never been here. I don't know. Whatever did that is gone, though.
Okay, so when I look at the glowy post,
Mm-hmm.
do I
It's not
feel
glowing
like...
anymore.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm going to...
Wait, did she relay that it's not glowing anymore?
The Wyatt probably should have told me.
Well, a lot of it happened. You had cast a spell in between, so I didn't assume that you were looking at it again.
Okay, well, I was just now looking at it to see if I thought I could figure it out, and I guess I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's not glowing anymore, so I think that we triggered it and it's dead now. So,
How
I
long
want to
will
try
that
again.
last?
I have no idea. I want to try again, but if you don't want to, I can go by myself, but I'll have to use...
No. We can try again. You're sure it's done?
All I can guarantee you is that it's not glowing magic for me right now. Usually I can tell when
Not for
something...
me.
And it was glowing before, and now it's not. What?
That's racist.
Just...
Have onion rings.
I wanna fly.
I don't know why onion rings
Onion
don't
rings.
seem that racist.
Yeah, I mean, she typed it.
She's got a burger of paralyzed and inside it.
Did I miss anything earth-shattering?
Kind of.
You missed them
But-
being squirrels. I don't know when you left.
No, I was there for that.
Okay,
We're gonna
let's
try
try
again
again
because
quick.
it looks like it's not magic. Okay, we try again.
Okay, no issue.
Yay!
You do notice as you're up there, though, as you look to the side, that the next closest pillar is glowing, but you're able to seemingly stay out of range of it.
Okay, that one's going over there, so maybe we should go quick in case it comes.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to start carrying people. I will start with the heaviest first and try to get anchor across.
Yeah!
Okay. Just go ahead and note this, as it's probably only ever going to matter to you, Anthony. Anchor
Sure.
is 10 bulk.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah. I'm not as crazy strong as I thought I was because of the way that I was reading something, but yeah, I can manage 10 bulk. I mean, I can't manage literally anything else, but I can manage 10 bulk.
Worrisome.
I mean, I couldn't carry another
Okay.
person, right?
I don't
Don't
know.
worry,
What's your
I
max?
can enlarge him.
Could you not, please?
I can shrink him if he's considered an item. Oh, but he's...
Anchor is a
But you can
person.
enlarge him. Yeah, he is a person, not an item.
No, unless she can cast at the higher level, I'm already considered large.
Oh, I see. So what is your max bulk? What's your max light load?
My encumbered is 10.
Oh,
Or,
okay. So
no,
this
it's
is
11.
exactly.
It's 11.
Okay.
Sorry, it's 11, and I have one.
So he
bulk
can bring it.
item
So
on
he.
my.
Oh, okay. So he's got to leave his hammer behind.
Yeah, because I can't. I actually can't man. If that 10 bulk does not include like his hammer, no, I can't manage.
Can
Not
you
in
lift the
still
hammer
slot.
I will.
back?
You-
I will carry
you-
his hammer.
Yeah, you try to lift anchor and you are unable to. So yeah, Boots, you will hold the. Probably should be 2, but I'm only going to count as 1 bulk hammer.
Yeah, no, he's a big boy.
Yeah, you struggle. You guys see Jimmy dip once, like pretty low, alarmingly low, but he's able to get his strength back and get across without any further issue. It's a deep groove in the ground where Anchor's legs drug as you set him down, and he sort of like steps up out of the muck a little bit on the other side.
We're
And, he
not
says,
gonna make a habit of that, Anchor.
I will try to watch what I eat.
Do
That's a
you
joke.
eat?
That's a
Oh.
joke.
From that point, I'm not too concerned. So people just start forming a.
Boots will go
Okay.
last. Make sure
Okay.
everybody else gets across.
And I make a note to Chimera to keep her eyes on that thing, and if it starts glowing, to try to give me as much warning as possible.
And I do.
Chimera does not ever reset itself as Jimmy continues his turtle and the scorpion or whatever it is across the river. The last across is Boots, and everyone arrives safe and sound. As you guys are over there, you see a little set of green eyes. Wonderfully done. Very nice.
Thank you. Did you see me be a squirrel?
You look delicious.
Thank you.
Mm,
He wants to eat you.
Not now.
You wouldn't.
All right. As you guys are getting your bearings over here, you can see that this side
Oh,
of
did
the
we
river.
ever? Sorry, when I was going up, to like cross. Did I ever see like over the edge of the waterfall a little bit? See if
You can
anything's going on.
you can have a retroactive perception.
I mean, I ain't trying to get close to anything, but if I can just
Yeah,
see.
you got a bird's eye though.
We were in the sky for a minute.
Wow. No, you look like more river. Couldn't tell
Sure.
exactly how high the drop was. Not high enough you didn't want to go over it, but it didn't look like guaranteed death or anything.
Sure. Well, good job, me.
You
Mhm.
suck.
Here on this side of the river, things have taken a much more Fey influenced look. The trees are almost Dr. Seussian with the strange angles that they seem to take. Leaves form like umbrella shapes in some places and just like perfect balls in others. You see these snakes that are just not like big anaconda thick, but they just like when one you see one go over a branch with its weird bright red and yellow and pink stripes. It seems to go on forever before it finally disappears. The path begins to open up for you, seemingly direct shot the direction you were going when you came to the river in the first place.
Let's go.
Okay. As you begin moving in, you can see those little green eyes bouncing ahead, looking back at you once in a while, occasionally falling back and getting some more scritches from Chimera and Valonia. But otherwise, not ever fully forming itself. As you're moving along, Boots, you begin to smell something delicious. Smells like this shepherd's pie that they used to make at the tavern in the little town you grew up in Arenia. Just that wild onion smell that is it's the secret ingredient.
Well, how does he take that?
Smells delicious. You don't see a source for it. But as a few minutes go on, it just gets more and more intense. Valonia, you smell a delicious roast turkey. One of the last good memories you had of being a kid was this feast day. Back when your parents still seemed like they were happy, and you guys had, the whole town was there, and just this roast turkey was so good, and and it was one of your best childhood memories.
Guys, it smells so good. Do you guys smell that?
Do we smell it?
Chimera, you smell this.
Just Chimera, you smell.
You smell.
Chimera, you smell this.
Rude.
You smell this delicious, the buttery crispness of your dad's blackened
Wyatt,
flounder.
my dad died.
I know.
I don't. He like
when you were real little.
No. He never. He was gone before she was born.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then your mom's delicious blackened flounder.
That bitch.
Jimmy, I don't know, man. You smell like, I don't know, like fish heads or something, dude. Whatever you're into.
I mean, probably not fish head. Does it have to be a food smell?
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably like a fresh kill. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Some kind of nasty ass wildebeest odor is wafting through the woods.
So
I
fucking
was
metal.
thinking like a deer, but okay.
Sure.
A warthog.
Yeah, a warthog.
I mean, I'll eat a pig.
Right about the time you guys are all have determined that you're all smelling something, and you're arguing over what you're smelling, you hear a humming in the distance. Song you don't recognize, but definitely a song.
We all hear it.
Yep.
Can we see where it's coming from?
Not at the moment.
Nice.
I can't hear you, baby.
You hear me now?
Mhm.
My Discord crashed. So we all think that we smelled each other's thing. Is that right? Like we're like, oh yeah, we smelled it too. Is that what happened?
You all think you smelled like your own personal favorite smell that you hadn't smelled in a long time. Food
But do
smell.
we assume that we're all smelling the same thing?
At first, maybe. By the time you guys are arguing about it, nobody thinks that, you don't think that fish from when you were a kid smells anything like a fresh warthog or whatever it is.
Jimmy's really
Okay.
the one who kills it for everybody. He's like, yeah, you know.
Yeah. When the flies haven't quite gotten to it yet.
So sad.
And then you see those little green eyes pop up, and he says, "Oh, we're almost there." And then he disappears along the trail in front of you.
So we are going the right way.
Almost.
We didn't
Where?
need him.
Yeah. He was.
I don't
I think he's just lonely.
We're not actually looking like we were expecting, right? We're looking for Blight.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Songs and sweet smells. Not exactly screaming blight to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, but they're not real because we're not smelling the same.
You guys suddenly hear a blast of a horn. Sounds like not very far away, within just a 50, 60 feet or so through the thicket, but you can't find a source.
But not,
and you hear those
not
drums.
right next to us anymore.
Right.
Guys, what if we're being led into a trap and hunted?
Almost definitely, right?
As long as we're following this trail, that's what they say.
Jimmy, you got knowledge planes, right?
Sure do.
You want to give me that a roll?
Rolled a 3.
Okay,
Wow.
Hey, the DC is low. Maybe not that low. I mean, Anthony has a concept of what this could be, but Anthony's not going to say shit because Anthony's not a jerk.
cool. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't like the idea of being herded.
I don't either. But if we are following the trail, there's only one trail, correct?
That's what it seems to be.
Can I tell of any signs of another trail? Maybe like somewhat slightly hidden?
I'll roll a perception.
Oh boy. Don't
Or
fail.
no, you know what? Roll a survival. Roll a survival.
Okay.
Nope. As near as you can tell, there is nothing, no other place that you could be moving through, at least at this point in your journey. It does occur to you that had you searched at some point earlier, you may have caught a fork as it was coming, but you definitely think if there ever was a fork, you are past it now.
Ah, shit.
I said if!
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? The fact that we didn't adequately check before is the osh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We probably shouldn't have just assumed there was only one way to. Jimmy's going to try to start being very sneaky and I have to find the actual thing. He's going to start using his quiet allies feat and try to get everyone to sit the fuck.
Okay. Basically, like, get everybody quieter as you're moving?
So it just means that if we have to roll a stealth roll or what, they get my bonuses, like half of what I would grant. And then so they get the like follow the leader bonus, but then we all only roll once with the lowest modifier, which I'm assuming would be anchors, and our success is as a group instead of individually one person being able to.
So what would Anchor's bonus be?
I assume he's untrained.
That's a good assumption.
Should we have a sheet for him?
I have a vague idea of his stats. I don't have them written down, but no one should have a sheet for him. He's his own person.
Okay. Well, you've had people have sheets.
I'm
for
just
other
pulling
people.
something real quick.
Yes.
Live
Yeah. In the live game, I did have sheets for the people. That's true.
Good old Ethan has a sheet for people.
Mm-hmm. But that's because you guys really need a fourth player. Anthony, move.
Anthony!
God, Anthony, just throw your entire life into disarray for our convenience.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're such a bad friend.
He is.
So, even if he's untrained, he adds his level as a proficiency bonus to the skill check, and he gets another +3 because I'm a master at stealth.
Okay.
And then we collectively, as we are trying to be sneaky, use a single roll that has his mod. So it all succeeds or fails on one.
Here we go.
It's not great.
That's not great. Oh, does he get his dexterity modifier, if any?
Yeah.
Okay, so 20.
Woo.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're doing your best with Anchor. He's still he's still 4 feet wide at the shoulder. He's still made of hundreds of pounds of metals you don't even recognize. And he's doing his best, but there's twigs snapping. There's even a couple times like what sound like stones breaking under his feet. Yeah, as you guys continue forward, is anybody else doing anything besides just trying to be stealthy with Jimmy? Things like, keeping an eye out or
Boots would
checking
for
for
sure
magic.
eye out.
Okay, that means you're not being stealthy.
Oh.
Yeah,
I want to be
flips back.
stealthy.
Okay, well then, if he was trying to keep us stealthy, then Boots would try to keep stealthy.
Okay. Yeah, because basically they have to follow the leader, right? So their action is doing what you do, right?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they have to follow the expert. I don't think I quite have the thing yet that makes it so that they can also do something else.
Okay, so everybody just doing your best to be quiet?
We also have our cloak.
So yes,
Yeah, Anchor doesn't though.
we also get a +2 to stealth, everybody, because of the cloak.
The cloaks
Yeah, but
I
Anchor
just now
doesn't.
mentioned.
That's what
Anchor doesn't.
that's what she just said, Nick. Pay
Oh, well,
attention.
I can't hear.
God, rude.
Turn her up then.
Yeah, turn her up, dude.
She's maxed already.
I can hear her.
Like,
I can hear you.
Because
Somebody
you
would
only
have to
have 4
give
of them.
him one of ours.
Well, who's the least stealthy person? Or
You
who's
mean the most stealthy?
That would
Probably
be-
me. Or at the very least, I have a lot of feat support in stealth, so
I will say, and Chimera would be able to attest to this, while that may be good for stealthing, these cloaks, you do have to invest in them each day, you got to set what you have on you. You can change it out throughout the day or whatever, but it's like an ordeal. It's a process, takes a rest. And while Anchor could certainly benefit from the stealthiness, Chimera, you know that he would not benefit from the heal on it, which is the primary reason that I'm sure Jimmy wants to wear it.
yeah.
oh, can you explain? Where's my notes? Can you explain how the heal works again for me? What is it like? Once a day you get.
It's once
It's
a day.
once per day.
It's your con mod times twice your level.
Mm-hmm. So it's your Constitution modifier times.
26.
You guys are so times 26. So if you got a 4,
Plus
congratulations.
26?
Times 26.
Oh.
So if you got a
So-
4 Constitution, congratulations, you gain 104 HP.
Yeah, it's a big, beefy heal.
Beefy.
If you've got a 3
beefy.
Constitution, you're gaining 78. Is that right?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you.
It's the panic button, guys. So that Chimera doesn't feel obligated to heal you.
You said it was one action, or it could be used as a reaction, or it was a free action? I think it was a free action.
Free action.
Yeah, it's a free action.
You gave it as a very generous panic button.
Okay. All right. As you guys are moving, not terribly quietly forward, those smells are just driving you guys wild. Everybody roll a will save for me.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use Charmed Life for that one.
Okay.
Hey, there's a roll that doesn't suck for a change.
It's just a +2.
Nope.
You said will?
Yep.
I got
41.
30.
Okay. Everybody's fine. Valonia, you gotta eat that, whatever that is. You got to go see what that is. You gotta have some.
Guys, I'm fucking hungry. And then I start walking towards it.
We'll grab her and
Okay.
I backhand him across the face.
I will parry that
I'm
if
just
possible.
kidding, I'm just kidding.
It's funnier if you're not, though.
All right. She gives you the look and just storms off down the way.
Yeah, I'm not stopping.
Still
I will
quieter
still-
than Anchor.
I'm gonna try to stop her.
Okay. How are you going to try to stop?
Using my Titan Wrestler skill feat.
Okay, so you're going to try to wrestle her.
I'm gonna wrestle.
Okay, are you trying to grapple or trip, or what are you doing?
Well, start with a trip and then move to a grapple if I need to.
Okay, so Valonia, what is your reflex save? Like, what's your bonus?
Well, you see, it's 21.
Okay, so add 10 to that, so that's 31 boots. You need to roll an athletics check.
Yeah. Shit.
You fail to trip Valonia. She just you go to get your hook your foot around her ankle, and she just high steps out of it, just not even paying attention. She's got to get to that smell.
Should we stop her?
Yes. Somebody help. I will attempt to grapple her while somebody else is.
I have 0
helping.
strength.
Fuck off!
Take a -5, Nick, because you just tried to grapple her and it didn't work.
At a -5.
Yeah.
So I need a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck it. The same
Okay.
fucking thing.
This because it's a grapple, it's against her fortitude. What's your fortitude save, Valonia?
24.
24 plus 10 is 34, so no.
And you rolled a, what's that, a 23 then, right? Because it's
Yeah.
a -5. So you critically failed.
Oh, she just stiff arms you, dude. She just shoves you out of the way.
Fuck.
All right. And then you can see the path open up ahead of her and begin to close between you guys and Valonia, where she's just going full speed versus you guys stealthing.
It'll help here.
Yeah, where it's starting to close up, I want to shoot a big old acid globule at all the foliage, just a line of acid down after her.
Okay. I guess roll a reflex save, Valonia.
I mean, I wasn't really trying to hit her, but
Hard to miss her. She's the only thing in the direction you're trying to ask.
yeah.
That's fucked up,
Um,
bro.
All because they don't want to have turkey as bad as you.
She does save, so she only takes half damage.
All right, roll it. Okay, so 16 acid damage to you, Valonia. As you are just splattered in the back, and you just hear this hissing and this acrid odor fills this part of the jungle, and you look back and you can see steam and this black smoke curling up from the vegetation as it curls back away from Jimmy's acidic spray, and you can see
Well,
the party
follow her.
there. Okay.
That's what he's saying after he clears it open a little.
Okay. You can see her her clothing get pockmarked from the acid. It's all magical, so it doesn't actually take damage, but just a little cosmetic wear. But before you can get to her, Jimmy, you see the path in front of her open wide, and you see a small, little meadow here in the middle of the forest.
Oh, it's pretty.
Wait, all the surrounding foliage just disappeared?
Mm-hmm. No, like you came out of a dense
okay.
forest into a clearing. There's a small stone path leading off into the woods across from you, not like coming from where you're coming from, and it leads up on a little knoll, a little barely there hill, and you see a clothesline, and you see a tiny little house. You see a little well. You see a little signpost worn to the point where you can't read what's on it, and you see this little archway leading up to the house that says "Welcome."
Is this where the turkey is? Cat! Cat, is this where the turkey is?
You do see a little black cat sitting on the doorstep of this house,
Oh, it's so cute.
and this whole meadow is filled with those delicious smells.
Is the house made of candy?
No. And you can hear from behind the house, you can hear a humming.
That's fucking creepy. I knock on the door.
The humming stops, and you hear from around the house, one moment, I'm coming. And you see a bent, small, shriveled old woman wearing some like a little little shawl thing over her shoulders. She's got a clean but well-worn, simple country dress, almost fitting her more like robes, as you can see. Like, her form has withered to the point where it looks like it was made for someone else at this point.
She just looks like a little old lady.
And she's just got this little bare chin. You can see no teeth in her mouth as she turns, and she's got these thick Coke bottle glasses.
Oh, that ain't fucking right.
And she's, oh, visitors, it's been some time. And Jimmy, you're at the edge. Did anybody? I'm guessing you guys all follow Jimmy up, right?
Yeah, I guess we're just trying to get Valonia.
Okay. Yeah. If you guys didn't follow immediately with Jimmy, then a few moments after, right around the time this lady's coming around, and she looks and she adjusts her glasses and she looks back at Jimmy. She says, "Oh, a big one there. Oh, and several of you. Well, I think I have enough cups for tea." And she looks at Jimmy, and then she looks over at her house that is maybe about 10 feet by 10 feet. And she goes, "Oh, well, you won't be staying long, will you?" "No, I'm sorry. That's rude. You can stay. You can stay as long as you like, of course. Just one moment." And she looks at you, Valonia. She says, "Would you be able to help me with the table and chairs? I can get them out here for you. I don't think everyone will fit inside."
I want to cast Dispel Magic on Valonia at 4th level.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d20 for me and add your caster modifier. You're going to try to counteract.
Okay, I'm rolling a d20, which is an 18. Plus I get a +1 because of that god we slayed. So 19.
And what level is your spell?
4th level.
Okay.
What else?
Yeah. No, that's enough. Valonia, that intense need to eat this food is gone, but it does still smell delicious.
Ma'am, your house smells like turkey.
Oh, I'm something of a cook. Yes.
I will help you with those table and chairs on the condition that I get to eat whatever is in there.
Valonia.
Oh, of course. And she opens her door and holds it open. She says, "It's just here in the back corner. Come with me." And she steps into the house.
We can't trust anything here, Valonia.
But it smells
It's
so
almost-
good.
It's almost definitely poison. I can make anything taste
It's
that
just
like
in
that.
here, dear. Just come.
Just
These
keep
old
walking.
bones can't carry it. I need your
Why would
help.
a little old lady just be in the middle of the Feywild / the Vale, guys? Come
I'm gonna pull out one of the snacks from our rations, and I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on it, and I'm gonna make it taste and smell just like turkey for Valonia.
Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. I can't stay.
She
They ruin
pokes.
all my fun.
She pokes her head up. Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, you're really cute though. I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna
Oh.
eat my fake turkey and I'm gonna leave.
Well, I could make you something to go. I don't mind. I've made too much for myself.
It's okay. My friends will be mad at me. Thank you though.
Are you an adventurer?
Yeah, and we have an adventure to tend to. And I leave.
You're
I
not.
go.
Oh. Well, all right. She sort of waves to you from her house.
That's so mean,
That
Wyatt.
just broke my heart. Thanks a lot, guys. That was
I
cute
mean,
as
I
a
didn't
fucking
tell you to
cat.
be a dick to her. I just said don't go into her house.
Okay, where would you guys like to go? You're here in this clearing. She's sort of watching you confusedly from her door.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, I live here. This is
Why?
my home. I have to live somewhere, dear.
This is. Who are you?
My name's Hilda.
She had to think about that. I will think that at Jimmy too.
She didn't. She just she says everything a little slow like that. You didn't notice anything weird about that.
I'm not
What?
gonna interact
And you
with
just-
her.
You just live in the middle of what, the Vale / Feywild?
Oh, you've left the Vale some time ago, back at the river, I think.
Not Feywild.
Yeah. You left the Vale back at the river, I'm afraid, dear.
And where?
You're in Fairy.
So I was a bitch to an old fairy lady? Guys.
I still don't understand. This place is dangerous.
Oh, everywhere's dangerous.
This place is more dangerous.
Oh, I don't know about that. No sharks. She points at you. No sharks.
Were we
If you would
supposed-
just help me with this table, I would be happy to feed you. I have need. You see, I have need of adventurers. It's good that you came along when you did.
How do we know you're not going to try to eat us?
She thinks about that for a moment. You don't.
Do I detect magic on her?
You definitely detect a good amount of magic all throughout.
Just like with her, or just in the world?
There's like a layer of ambient magic. Her house is magic, and she is magic. And the little cat that you can see is magic.
Hopefully, her family.
Forgive us, but we need to leave. We have somewhere to be.
Oh.
We're in somewhat of a hurry.
This is literally a fairy lady that can probably help us and seems very nice and has delicious turkey. I don't understand the issue here.
I
Why does
do have
everything
turkey and-
smell different to different people? Well, who are you trying to lure in here?
Oh, I always cook too much. I have quite a bit of family, and they like to drop in unexpected.
There you go. See, she's not lonely. We'll be off.
I do have a need, though. I need.
To eat us?
Oh, no. Why would I cook all this food and then eat you? You look all full of gristle.
Chimera spent a lot of time reading when she was growing up, so she's just assuming.
This definitely smacks of hag to you, by the way, Chimera.
Oh yeah, I would know all about hags, wouldn't I? Because I
Yeah,
thought
you
I
would.
was
Yeah.
one, and therefore I researched.
Do you want to? Yeah, you want to roll an Arcana check to recall some knowledges,
I would love
or would
to.
hags be occult in this?
That is a great question, sir. I don't actually know.
You pick whichever you prefer to roll. I'm sure it's Arcana.
I'll roll Arcana, although I do have a 17 in occultism, so it's not like she doesn't know anything over there. So it is going to be 21 plus 6.
Okay, 27. You definitely. I mean, this seems like something straight out of like a Hansel and Gretel situation.
Do I suspect specifically hag, maybe? Or no?
I mean, it's definitely what it seems like to you. Most hags, they usually have like some sort of tell. Oftentimes, it'll be like a strange smell, or like sometimes just a feeling. So you're not getting any of those like those hard triggers, but the whole setup feels like a hag setup to you.
Are we
Hags aren't
somewhat
like
away from them?
fae, though, right? Sorry.
Yes, they are.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Do I know that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are we sort of a little bit away to where I could say something quietly? And
Yeah, I mean, you guys are like 40, 50 feet away. Like, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
small clearing, but it's not, you're not on top of each other.
Okay, I'm going to say very
I
quietly.
mean, I'm always
you
on
guys.
top of each other.
I'm pretty sure this is at you guys.
And very loudly, Jimmy goes, "A hag?"
Well,
I
that's
hate
not very
being-
nice,
I
is
hate
it?
being the adult in this group. I'm like over it.
That's very unkind to say. That's a mean thing to say.
Yeah, but is it true?
I'm an old lady.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
We're literally bullying this old woman.
We are not. There's no little old lady who's completely innocent living in fucking fairy, just minding her own goddamn business, luring people in with wonderful smell.
Mm-hmm.
You guys hear those drums and that horn again. Doesn't seem like it's much further away than the last time, though.
Wyatt, if that is what I think it is, I don't like you.
You love me, Anthony.
We need to move. We need
Yep.
to get out of here.
Wait, so do we go back to the river? I don't. Did we take a
Well,
wrong?
we gotta stay.
That's the question, isn't it?
Totally. Our cloaks are supposed to help us know our sense of direction.
That's true. They give you a bonus to survival, right?
What's that?
They
I
give
thought
us
it
a
was-
bonus to survival.
+2 to survival and something about how it helps us know our way.
+2 to still. Oh yeah,
Mhm,
+2 to survival to find your way out of water or out of a forested area or to
Mhm.
navigate by stars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want us to like? Why?
Sure. I mean, if somebody wants to roll a survival check and see if you can get your bearings.
Can I
Jimmy,
assist?
Jimmy, don't you have?
Yeah, I got good survival.
Maybe you should roll that.
I mean, he is the one literally sitting there questioning, going, "Did we take a wrong turn? What are we doing?"
Yeah.
Boots is Chimera as well. They're both assisting. Same bonus.
And I roll a
Plus,
6.
It's +4 because you get +2 for the item and you get +2 for the assist. The aid.
30? 30's okay.
30. So you think actually if you follow the stone path that leads like away from her house, like into those woods, that it's gonna get you back toward like preternaturally, like back towards the part of the way that you want to follow.
Yeah, I think we should go back that way. And he points out at the the
Then let's go.
this seems pretty wrong.
Agreed.
Well,
Just keep
well,
walking.
stay safe. Goodbye. If you come this way on the way back, say hello.
She's probably got some epic quest that has a great reward.
Oh, for sure.
And she comes. She as you guys are like leaving, she heads back into her house, and then she comes back, and she's got a cane now, so she's moving a little bit faster, and she's just got this little basket. And she's, oh, wait, tall girl, hold on.
No.
What's
And she
up,
comes up to you,
lady?
Bologna. And she comes up to you and she hands you the little basket, and she says,
Please
and she says,
don't eat
since you can't stay, you seem hungry. Something for the road.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I give her a hug, and I take the basket,
it.
and I
she dies.
and I'm visibly fucking pouting about it.
Oh, that's a good hug. Thank you, dear.
We'll try to stop on our way back, or I'll come alone. I don't care. Okay, I love you. Bye.
So now Valonia has found a dad, a granddad, and now a grandma. Doing
You
great.
catch her off guard with the "I love you." She goes, "Oh, I love you too." Once again,
Valenia's
What's
new
in the basket?
motivation for the whole thing is to
Nothing
just
for
have a
you,
new
bro,
family.
because you just bullied an old woman. It's for me.
Don't eat it.
it's
Haven't even
a
looked- Okay.
when you do look at it, it's a juicy ass turkey leg.
Oh my god, I love her. I hate you guys.
It's like you're at the
You
Ren
guys are
Fair.
you're gonna eat it in 7 packs.
Okay.
Come on.
I would like to remind you, I wasted a 4th level spell.
No, I'm gonna
Do-
keep it
do you eat
for
the turkey?
right now because fucking less fun, least fun, and most fun are gonna fucking
Okay,
cry if I eat
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead and eat it, Bologna. Go ahead and eat it,
Anthony?
Bologna.
Anthony really wants you to eat the turkey leg.
Jimmy
want it.
does.
Jimmy
Anthony
doesn't, but Anthony really wants you to eat the turkey
I'm
leg.
gonna eat it in private tonight where no one can fucking judge me.
She's gonna
Okay.
turn into like a flea, and we're never gonna see her again.
Okay, as you guys are walking this new path that Jimmy has selected, you can see the little green eyes eventually catch up to you. And they begin to do what they did before, walking with Chimera and Valonia, getting their scritches. As you are moving through, the jungle gets thicker and thicker, to the point where you can't tell if it's nighttime or if there's just so little sunlight coming through the foliage. But you are getting very, very tired.
Like
Y'all
a
wanna-
naturally tired?
Yeah, it's
Nope.
untimed tired.
I mean, it feels like you guys been. Time's a little wonky here, but your biological
trudging.
internal clocks or whatever are definitely telling you that you've had a long day's trekking.
Shack
you
up
guys
in
can
the
hear me, right?
mansion.
Okay. Sometimes when I go outside, I get away from the Wi-Fi too far and it kills me.
We go a little further to see if we can get out first, and then if we can't, then use the mansion.
I don't feel like pushing it.
Okay.
Chimera.
I'm just gonna camp here on the trail. Oh yeah, anybody else weighing in?
I'm good with that. I'm gonna make the mansion, and I'm gonna fill it. Just fill the whole table with turkey legs. That
Jimmy
smell
looking
better than the one
Fucking
that she
turkey
got.
legs.
I have
You know what that means, Bologna? They can't tell when you eat the gifted turkey leg.
I'll tell
Exactly.
whenever something happens to her.
She's gonna eat it. He's gonna be like, nothing happens, and then he's gonna whisper a
I
whole bunch
know.
of shit.
Remember that time with the clay chip lady? Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna eat it and it's
That's
gonna
what's
give
about.
me some like crazy magical powers and I'm gonna gain like 100 max HP or something.
But now
must
part of
be
your soul belongs to her.
really, really nice to be you and just believe that kind of shit.
Wish I had your optimism.
All right. So you guys are feasting down.
Yeah.
Okay. Inside the magnificent mansion, Valonia, do you eat the chicken leg
Fuck yeah, I do.
Hmm
or turkey leg rather?
Yeah, I munch that bitch down.
It's always good news when the DM gets quiet.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, look, I'm not saying I'm not Chaos Crew, but
I would love to be Chaos Crew, but I'm the only one who's not. Somebody has to be the
Whoa,
voice of
Jimmy's
reason
not.
here.
Jimmy's not really in character, the Chaos Crew.
Remember that time he grabbed the Shocky gem, even though it was totally going to kill him almost?
No.
Remember that time you just yelled hag real loud to the possible hag right in front of us?
A bomb?
So,
Oh boy.
anybody doing anything with the rest of
Like
your
that.
evenings?
Well, probably getting attacked in our sleep, I would guess.
No,
I mean,
Jimmy sleeps
I mean,
very
are you
peacefully.
taking any actions?
Well, Boots will only take his 2-hour sleep and then train
Can you
for the
just
rest of it.
watch her? Because we all know she's going to eat it.
He'll
She's
stay
gonna eat it.
in the
I
main.
go to my room and I slam my door and I go to bed.
Boots will train in the common area, kind of watching over the front door and
Okay.
her door.
I mean, ain't nobody can get in the front door.
Anchor trains with you.
Boots doesn't truly know that, but
By the way, guys, just so you know, like if you're ever in a situation where you can't Magnificent Mansion, you do have a lookout in Anchor. He does not need to sleep
that's right.
or rest or anything like that.
It's kind of sad, though. It sounds very lonely.
You know,
I mean, he was
In,
lonely, but we stayed.
Boots
in
will
the Eberron handbook, it says that Warforged, while they're keeping watch, will often craft if they can do so without waking their companions, or
That's
will
cute.
simply find things to count. They enjoy that. They enjoy counting things. Warforged fucking rule.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys sleep a wonderful night in the mansion.
I locked my door to my room.
And you... okay. All right. Jimmy,
Sure.
Oh,
as
boy.
you drift off into Sleepyville, you hear... You're having a dream, and you are on the sea. You're up in your crow's nest. Everything's fine. It's a beautiful day. You're far from the troubles of shards and liches and whatever else, jabberwockies, all that stuff. As you're looking across the sea, you see a shape that looks like a bird flying towards you, towards the ship. But it keeps getting bigger.
I like birds.
It keeps getting bigger and bigger until its wingspan is bigger than the ship. And you realize it is not a bird. The wings are sinuous and leathery. And the hide is scaly with red, iridescent, metallic plates. And then all around you, the ship begins to burn. Burn.
Oh, it's this fucker.
And then amongst the flames, you see a familiar figure. The short, diminutive form of the Wu Jen. And she is not her normal composed self. She looks distraught. And her hair is a mess. She has no physical damage, but it looks like scorch mark from soot on the side of her face.
Looking around, are we on, or am I on our ship or a different ship?
You're on the Blue Suede,
Okay.
but there's no other like crew or anything.
Just the Wu Jen in the flames.
Mm-hmm. And she looks to you. She's like standing with her like hands in like folded in front of her like she normally does, but like the look on her face is intense. She says, "Thresh Rokan, the time grows near.
Near for what?
The Red Dragon has chosen your name." And she looks to the side, and you see a torn, bloody, bluish purple thing in the flames. Not on fire, just in the flames. The draconic form of Ryut Sun. And there, like, you think it's dead, and then it lurches. And it looks up to you with one mangled eye and one good eye. And it gasps, "Run!" And then the dream ends.
I mean, this is super, like, not tasteful to say.
I don't like
But I bet you get the ship now.
Bro.
I'm sorry.
I support it.
We just want to fly your ship, okay?
I
I'm just
like
Mrs.
them.
Brightside.
I like them too.
Okay, well, he
Brightside.
probably wakes up in a very cold sweat. It's not great.
You shoot up, Jimmy, in that cold sweat, and you realize you are not in the mansion.
What?
Is there
You are in a
dream?
blasted cavern. Or, not cavern, but canyon. The walls go up hundreds of feet. It is bone dry. And the wind and the sun are intense. And you find that you are in human form, unlike the previous dream. And you feel as vulnerable as you did as a squirrel. And you feel that presence, that something great behind you. And you turn. And in your dream, you can't see it. You can see that you're now third person. You can see the Jimmy of the dream can see it. And takes a step back, a confused step. And like tries to shape but can't. And just begins to look smaller and smaller as the shadow grows over it. And then this intense heat. "I'm coming." And then that's it. And then you wake up.
Jesus Christ. There's a lot of heavy panting and yeah, pretty much just that.
Where's
As
Sunny?
you,
Is he there to take care of you?
As you look to the side, there's Sonny in his little pot. And he looks at you and he says, "Erzatz is coming." And then he just
Erzatz?
falls back asleep.
What the hell is going on?
Do we know that name?
I guess not.
I don't recognize that name.
Did you expect that we did?
Nope.
I couldn't remember.
Well, fucking Sonny knows it,
That's
and now I know it.
Interesting answer from the DM.
As you finally manage to fall back to sleep, you just have peaceful dreams on the wind again. But whereas before in your ship it felt like you were moving towards something, now up on your crow's nest it feels like you are sailing away from something.
Hmm.
Valonia,
Yee.
You're fucking dead.
you fall to sleep with ease and comfort in the wonderful room that Chimera made for you. In your dream, you are speaking with Urgrek Shaznak. Not about anything particular. You can't remember what you spoke about. He looks weak, but he felt confident. And that's all you can really remember.
And everyone else sucks a dick.
I just don't want you
Boots,
to die.
when you do finally go to sleep, you dream of your ship and all of your other ships, all your ships. And you are simultaneously on all of them. And you're dropping anchor. Not
Anchor,
the
but
Warforged anchor. You're dropping
in anchor.
your ship anchor, yes. And it never seems to find the ground. Like it never seems to hit the floor of the ocean. So that's your whole dream.
Interesting.
Chimera, you have some interesting dreams. You've begun to realize because you slept once before, you've begun to feel a presence in your dreams. Last night when you were sleeping in Aristil's treehouse, you didn't recognize what it was. It didn't seem harmful or anything. You just thought it was some kind of weird dream like that. But tonight, you do recognize it. And you recognize it as your uncle. He's not like in the part of your dream that you're having. You just recognize that there's someone in your dream with you. And as you go searching for that presence, that feeling of your uncle, Berdar, you eventually come to a place. You come to the mansion. It's hazy, it's fuzzy, you can't quite see it. And he's sitting outside of the room, the door to your room, with his back to it. And he seems to have some glyphs drawn in front of him. And he's got his hands on them. And he's just whispering in a language you don't understand. And then eventually his little slit eyes open. And he looks around. And he sees you. And he says, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I don't mean to disturb you. It's this is a power that I don't have anymore. And I need it. I need to use it. I'm sorry. I should have asked, but I am searching."
Oh, am I allowed to talk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Are you going through my head right now?
Oh no. That would be invasive, impolite. No, I would not No. I am. How best to explain? You are a gateway, a door.
To what?
Astral projection. I, uh, I, I, I haven't. I don't dream anymore. But you do, and through you, I can project. I am searching.
What are you searching for?
Galavar, your father.
Okay. How can I help?
Oh, for now, just ignore me. I'll try to keep the noise down. But once I find him, I will need your help. Uh, he will be hard to get to. He will be harder to convince, but I think we may need him. Yes.
She thinks he's crazy and believes that he's dead, so.
We will find him. We will find Galavar. He will help us. He will help us. Yes. He'll remember. He'll remember. And you can see like his strange bug face doesn't really, have a lot of expression, but you get the feeling that he's sort of smiling up at you as he's sitting almost Indian style on the ground.
Do I have any sense of
And then with that,
like mistrust here? Like, do I feel like he might be doing something else or something untrustworthy?
you can roll a perception to sense motive.
Don't you roll sense motive?
Oh yeah, I roll that for you. That's right. What's your bonus?
I don't know. What do you
Thanks,
mean?
Nick.
What's my bonus?
Sorry.
If you were to roll a perception right now, what would you add to it?
21 with my god thingy-majigger.
Okay. He seems like he's being very honest with you. He's definitely crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't seem like he's lying to you at all.
Okay. I'll let him do his
And-
thing, I guess.
As soon as you decide to let him do that, you are pulled back into the dream that you were having. It was like a strange cocktail party, and Andre is there. He's not like your date or anything, but you know him in the dream. And there's that time that everybody got dressed up fancy to go speak to that Maldrine guy. So all the crew is there, and they're all dressed up in their fancy, even Starling with his wedding dress.
I forgot about that.
I didn't. That was great.
And and you just have like a really weird cocktail party where the whole time you're just trying to introduce everybody to Andre, and then he just seems to like weave through the crowd before you get a chance to, and that's the whole dream. You guys awaken, feeling refreshed, and excited. And Amanda, as discussed, you feel very full.
Very full.
Seems ominous, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Boots, you're
I just
missing
saw
a
Wayne
leg.
die.
What?
No.
Oh fuck. I mean,
Oh,
might
come
as well
on! It
go
would
pirate,
complete the it would complete the look.
Just needs a hook hand and an eye patch. Get him,
And
boys.
a parrot.
Parrot.
And a parrot. We gotta get him.
Parrot. He's got Jimmy.
I am
Jimmy's-
not a
Jimmy's-
parrot.
I didn't
You're
say
colored like a
Sit on his
macaw,
shoulder.
dude.
I am not a parrot.
You look like a parrot.
You do.
Yeah,
All right.
Polly doesn't eat fucking crackers.
All right. The morning is yours.
Do you think that people think that Boots had a regular parrot and it just like mutated or something? I want to hear that game of telephone. I want to hear the last story. The
Like, that's
legend
the
of
biggest
Boots.
fucking parrot I ever saw.
The legend of Boots is probably pretty fun.
Jimmy, now that you can speak in your beast form, you should always just do like a "Ah!" and repeat whatever the last thing Boots said was. Whenever you're around behind him.
Never.
That's a good one.
Ah, like some boots, like some boots.
Never will I ever. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I tried to paint you without the green. You wanted the green in there.
It looks better
I-
with it. There's
honestly,
a reason the
it-
bird has
no.
it.
Yeah. I was just gonna say the comparison to a macaw is like perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. Is a weird like snake parrot. So it's great. I'm just not a.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, awaken. You are treated to whatever breakfast Chimera has prepared.
Turkey
Over
legs.
Jesus. No more turkey. No, over breakfast. Jimmy just kind of turns to Chimera in his human form. He doesn't sit at the fucking table as a giant snake monster.
You could though. No judging. No judging.
Yeah, no, it's easier to manage. He turns to her and says, you remember all those warnings that we got about that red dragon character? How, I don't know, maybe he had one of the other, he was kind of like me, right? You remember
Mm-hmm.
they told us on, yeah, well, I think we might be hearing from him soon.
Is that that's a bad thing?
Yeah, it seems pretty bad. I don't think our friends from Ayoko are in good shape.
Do you want me to check in with them? Oh wait, I can't do it. Can I?
It wouldn't hurt if you could.
Let me look. We should be checking in on them more honestly.
I'm a little worried, actually. I don't.
Planetary. Does that mean I can do it?
Hmm?
The range
What
is
is it?
planetary for message.
No.
You're
No,
on
because
a
you are not
different-
technically, you're on a
different
different plane of existence, yeah.
Maybe
Wait till we get
maybe just when we get out, then.
Yeah, we definitely need to check. Add it to our list.
I
Good news is,
Do you-
like, they probably can't find you here, right?
probably, but when I woke up and he seems to have reached out directly after I got a warning. Sonny said a name. Doesn't mean anything to me. Maybe you've heard of it. Erzatz, I think is what it was.
Hey, have I ever heard that name before? What?
You can roll a recall knowledge check with, let's say, Arcana.
Did I overhear this as well?
14, so
Would I be able to roll it?
15.
Yeah, you can roll it as well.
What am I rolling?
What sort of weird rolls do you have? Do you have anything like
Tell me about
Arcana?
your weird shit.
Do you have religion?
diplomacy, nature, No religion. Bush is not a religious person. Society,
Okay.
survival.
Just pledge yourself to a god, but that's fine.
Well, that's new to him.
36, Chimera.
Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Chimera, you, in your, somewhat eclectic research over the years, your thirst for knowledge of all things fairly weird, you have heard ersatz before, and it takes you the better part of a turkey leg to remember where. It was in a book on dragons. There was mention of a prophecy
Oh no.
of a thing called ersatz that would scorch the earth and destroy life. And it was you didn't get the full detail. It's an old story, but it was created to protect life, and then something went very wrong, or rather, it was prophesied that that's what would happen. And the story is that ersatz did not exist yet. It was the red dragon to come. That's all you got.
I will relay that. Take notes.
Yeah, that seems to fit the bill. There was a lot of fire, a lot of burning, very big. That dragon that we fought, bigger, like maybe a lot bigger actually.
Okay. And he's coming for you?
I guess that the warning said something about me being. He had chosen me. I don't even know what that means. If all he wants to do is burn things, why does he care about me?
I mean, you kind of look like a dragon in your red. What if you're...
That's flattering, but I'm not quite a dragon.
I'm not really sure what to do with that.
Yeah, me neither.
Just tell us if there are more dreams so that we can gauge how quickly this is escalating.
Yeah, I know this isn't really the time for this, but it doesn't.
Can't find you.
Yeah, no.
Does your bird work? Can your bird deliver messages across planes, or do you know?
I've never tried, but Jimmy's probably going to assume that's a no. It does seem to
Wish we could talk.
physically go real fast, but I don't think it just teleports or something. At least when I send it off, it doesn't just vanish into thin air.
I really wish we could talk to your mom.
Yeah.
She's
Again,
perfect
maybe
every
when
day.
we get out.
I'm gonna burn 20 message spells as soon as we get out of here. I am
right.
not going to share my dream.
Okay. Anchor is there. Uncle Veradar is there. He does not eat. Neither does Anchor. He's a robot. Yeah.
I always have little tiny human gingerbread.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I'm
That's
gonna
right.
go take one to my uncle. I sit beside
Mhm.
him. but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna like look at him and see if he says anything.
He says, he just looks at you and says, we'll find him.
I was just making sure that was real. I don't know that we need to tell anyone else.
Oh,
Right now.
no. Oh, surprise. I like that. Yes.
Not surprised. It's just they've got a lot on their plates right.
Oh. Oh, yes. The adversary, yes.
But me and you, we'll work on this, and we'll find, and he'll help us.
Yes. Together. We can do it.
We'll have a
Yeah.
barbecue. We'll have a family reunion, and it'll be great. She like looks at the ground.
Yeah,
Still
he
doesn't
reaches up and
believe.
He reaches up and takes your hand and he says, we will. And he nods again. He seems like he's really trying to be reassuring. He just doesn't really know how to talk to people.
Okay. How does Valonia seem this morning?
Oh, Valonia, how do you seem this morning?
I feel great. I had the best night's sleep of my life. Just mad chillin', straight vibing, you know?
Mhm.
Playing some Animal Crossing.
Mhm.
Valonia, I just didn't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to be mad.
I mean, I'm not mad, but I think we owe that woman an apology on the way back and to maybe see what she has to say because that chicken turkey leg was great. It did nothing to me. It was not a trap. So, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
do
that's
what
what
you guys
somebody who
want.
was under some kind of magical spell would say.
Mhm.
I'm going on the way back. You don't have to go if you don't want to.
are welcome to do that. We'll be waiting in the mansion.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I mean, you could go with her. I don't
Well,
like
first of all, she's
hags.
not going alone. Second of all, we have something that we need to be doing. We
On
shouldn't
the way
really.
back, first of all. Second of all, as much as I'd like to control them, none of us have that power.
You're right. But we should move.
You guys, anybody got anything else left before we exit the mansion?
Boot says we have to move, so better not, guys.
That's why I'm
Do not
asking
RP.
everybody.
Whatever you do not RP. We must move right now. Go! We run full speed. I'll leave the mansion.
Okay, nobody's got any more mansion business? All right, as you guys step out of the front door of the mansion, you hear a ruckus out in the woods along the trail. It sounds like pots and pans banging together. And then every once in a while you hear a woo, woo, woo. And then like some muffled voices.
What the fuck is that?
Just more pots and pans sounds, like super like obnoxiously loud. Sounds like it's coming from just, maybe a couple 100 feet ahead on the trail, seemingly the direction you guys were going last night.
I guess we should go see what the hell that.
Is it on
Did
the
we-
path?
If anybody not named Anchor would like to try to sneak around with me, that would be great. I'll try to do a little recon.
Anchor starts to raise his hand and then he goes, "Oh, I'm angry."
I'll go.
Am
I allowed?
Sure.
All right. As you guys begin moving forward, go ahead and give me some stealthy checks.
Should we leave Anchor and my uncle back?
I mean, how
Sure.
far back? Like the
Uh,
jungle seems to close after you guys leave.
Oh, like, because my mansion's 24 hours.
Right, but
No, we'll bring him. We'll bring him.
yeah, I would say like you don't know for sure how much deeper you're going to need to go, and you don't want to just kick them out in the middle of fairy,
Yeah,
not
okay.
knowing where they're
Okay,
at.
sorry. I'm dumb. I'm sorry.
No.
No, it wasn't
Okay.
dumb.
Okay, so Valonia, it's been a while since she's had to sneak. She's had a much more direct approach for some time now. But you guys are still fairly quiet, especially compared to this loud fucking banging. And you guys creep up, slowly, and you begin to see, the trees thin out a little bit, and you can see, what looks to be like some sort of open area up ahead. You guys get up in the bushes. You look, and there's like these sort of craggy, sort of mountains on your right. And then right in the middle of this clearing, there's like some, like, vegetative, not like dry like in your dream, but there's like, this little valley canyon with some cliffs and things. And you see these 5 figures, and they're just, 4 of them are just standing around, and this one, he's got 2 pots, one in each hand, and he's just running around this clearing, and he's just banging them together. And then he stops and he goes, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then all the others just sort of start like giggling. And then he turns, and you can see this fucking pig man. He's like probably, he's definitely big. Like he's brutish big. But not like, your size, like not Jimmy, not monstrous. And he's got this gut, and he's got this like full blown just pig's head. And he turns around and he goes, Bill, I don't think it's out here. And then you see the other figures, no, keep at it. It's gonna show up. Don't worry. He goes, okay. And he just bang, bang, bang. Ooh, ooh. And he just keeps like stomping around this clearing doing that.
Wyatt, you're cute.
Do Valonia and I like have eyes on each other? Like if we're
Yeah, and you guys are a
sneaking
few
together.
feet apart, but yeah.
He just kind of gives her a look like, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna mime snorting coke in reference to the fact that I think they're on drugs.
I probably should have had Chimera here
Clang,
to
clang.
communicate.
Ooh, ooh. Are you sure it's coming? It's gonna be here? Yeah, it'll be here. You just gotta keep at it. It takes a while.
Oh, also, before we set out, I would have cast the energy Aegis thing. So it's like my shield, kind of. It's like a 24-hour
That's like your daily thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, do we all see this, or is it just?
No, we snuck up ahead.
Yeah, they snuck up ahead as the sneakier of the bunch, trying to avoid, Anchor stomping around.
I mean, we can just go back and tell them what we saw.
Yeah, rather than try to figure out what they are, we'll just go back and report in.
We saw some crazy guys in the wood banging pots and pans and shit. They're probably on drugs.
Ooh, ooh.
Do you think we can get around them?
Probably. They don't look very smart.
I don't honestly have any idea what we just saw. They had a big pig head. I don't. This place is very confusing.
Well, let's try to find a way around them. Not a huge distance around, but some way.
Okay,
Do I
is that the
have?
plan?
I
Uh,
thought I had a group invisibility spell. Have we all ever been invisible together?
I don't know if you
I don't think
have been
so.
in second edition. I don't know.
you've made me
It
invisible, but
it can happen. I just don't. I think it might just be in the because it's a separate spell. Okay. I think
I don't. They may be dumb, but I don't know how we're gonna get Anchor around.
well, we could take him out. How
I
many?
mean, they didn't look threatening. I don't know. I just don't trust anything here.
We could just walk through like we're minding our own business and see if they just let us walk past them. Because that always happens in
I-
D&D.
I mean,
It
that
did
was kind of
once
what I was
today.
thinking.
if they come to us while we're trying to sneak around them because Anchor's loud, then they come to us. But we need to keep moving. I don't like this place. I don't trust it. And I don't trust that they're conveniently in the path that we need to use to get out.
I mean, they look like they were waiting for something to show up. I think one of them, he was being told that if he was making that sound, and he like waits for the like dumb sound.
Clang,
Yeah, exactly.
clang, clang.
That something would appear.
Anima.
Or it could be this place playing a game with us.
I mean, maybe. There's really only one way to find out.
It's up to you guys.
I'm done making decisions.
I say we skirt around the edge if we can. If they end up seeing and talking to us, then so be it.
As you guys approach, are we doing the same thing? Anchor, roll, and stealth?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's not that sneaky.
As you guys approach, and that noise gets a lot louder, something else you hear is that horn and those drum beats a little further away than they were the last time you heard them yesterday.
Oh no.
Still fairly close. You know,
There's more.
but as you guys approach this clearing with these banging and everything, you guys can see the figures out in the clearing. Those of you that wish to take a look, and you see they are all pigmen. Just pig heads, hooves, little curly tails sticking out the backs of their armor, and they are wearing armor. And you can see now that some of them seem to have, or they all seem to have a sword strapped to their back or hanging from their hip. Big fucking swords. Like, bigger than Valonia's swords, maybe. And they're standing around, and you guys see this one who's just stomping around in a circle, banging these pots. Woo, woo, bang, clang, bang. And right as he finishes clanging, you hear from your group a clanging sound. And it's Anchor.
God damn it.
And they all just sort of turn, and they look
He's
like
just
right
trying to
at you
help.
guys. It doesn't seem like they've spotted you. They're looking over in your direction. And one of them walks up, and you can see he's got like an eye patch And he like takes it and he lifts it up. So he's looking at you guys with two eyes and he goes, "Hey, who's out there?" And the guy with the positive pants goes, I did it, it's here. And they're like, shut the fuck up. Who's out there?
Maybe we should say something so they don't just start shooting.
Nobody say a word.
Word.
And they start, something's out there. I'll smell it. And they start like walking up towards the bushes. It's gonna be real bad for you if you're sneaking. We don't like snakes. And they start to draw swords as they approach. And one of them, with his little beady eyes, like leans in, and he goes, "Some kind of bird or something in there." And then the guy with the pots of paint goes, "See, I told you, it worked." I'm like, shut the fuck up for a second. And they're like, I'm like, what kind of fucking bird is that?
As they're, I'm assuming it's Jimmy that they're noticing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna dive underground.
Okay. You dive underground. And they go, "He's going to ground!" And one of them just starts fucking burrowing right there, and like goes down and disappears into the dirt too.
Son of a bitch.
Jimmy, you come snout to snout underground with this pig man. You can't really see each other, but like you like bump into each other underground, and he goes, and he's gonna try to grapple you underground.
What is happening?
I love it.
He fails to grapple you. He fails pretty hard. That's a 26.
Yeah, it's a fail pretty hard. Not quite critical failure.
Okay. He fails to get his mitts on you. What are you gonna do?
Fuck that guy. I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
God damn it.
Not enough. You get like mitts around him, and he's fucking strong. But you've wrestled like big shit, and but he is able to squirrel away from you. But you don't think he's actually stronger than you. He's just not as much weaker than you as you would hope, given how big you are. And he goes, "I ain't trying to grab me. This ain't no bird." And then one of them goes, "Hey, there's a iron! I see iron!" And they all, those of you that are still up there, they all have got weapons drawn now, and they start to move into the bush.
All right.
Let's
at
roll
that
initiative.
point, I'll draw. Well, okay.
Okay, what are we doing?
I was just gonna draw my weapon as well and step out,
Okay.
but not like threatening,
What?
just like holding it.
Hey, Wyatt. What
Mhm.
the fuck am I rolling for initiative?
That's a good question. I will let you roll. I will let you roll athletics or stealth.
Would I be allowed to roll deception for my initiative?
Probably more like stealth, right? Everybody's trying to sneak.
Well, I mean,
Um,
I don't know. It's up to Wyatt.
yeah, I'd let you roll perception.
Deception.
Deception. No, you're not lying to anybody right now.
Okay. I didn't know if the
Wow.
hiding was enough.
It's like the night of the best rolling I have ever had.
Oh my god.
I roll
Okay.
real good, you guys.
My wife, will you come try to help me turn this on?
Oh,
Just unhide the map cover.
Oh shit, we got
Okay.
boob tube. There's been a link in the thing like fucking forever. I just never clicked it.
oh. I never saw it.
Almost ready.
I literally logged in to the YouTube thing and just heard myself go, "Oh shit, we got."
Yeah, guys, just give us 5 minutes. We'll get everything on.
Well, 5 minutes.
Go
That's
pee,
great.
do whatever you
Yeah,
do.
I was gonna say I can go get some ice cream or some stupid shit like.
Ice cream? Well, I could have ice cream too. You're not better than me.
Yeah, let's be fucking fatties together.
Ice cream. Lieutenant Dan ice cream. I can't think of ice cream without thinking of that scene. Not since I first saw it 20 years ago. Or more, I guess. Okay, guys, 5 minutes. Yeah, gypsy.
I got potato chips.
Dun, 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 dun.
More Sanford and Sons?
Yeah.
Ice cream. Whoa, pigman.
Yeah, dude, Pigman, I told you.
Poorly painted pigmen.
Yeah, they had to get pretty dirty, quick and dirty paint jobs today, guys. They will look better if they ever appear again. Which they should, because I love
They will look better anyway. Them to
them. All right, Jimmy, you're not
Alright.
actually up in the air. You're underground,
Sure.
but that's around where you are underground. And that pigman that's the furthest or the closest to you is also underground. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and get some initiative orders here.
Oh, we got it. It's not. Amir's the only one who rolled decently.
It's backwards today.
Oh, yeah, there's only 4 of you. Yeah.
They look so bad.
No, they don't.
Man, it looked fine to me.
They're really cool models. Like, I'm gonna have to do one up really good. Take a close up. They're really fucking cool. They're like super detailed too, and they're not even 4D.
What were they for?
Some weird miniatures game by Cool Mini or Not. I can't remember what it's called. Wrath of Kings or something like that, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know. They were on Wicked Sale on Miniature Market, and somebody on Reddit was like, "Guys, if you like weird ass minis, get over to Miniature Market." And so I ordered I got almost. What did I get? Like 150 for like $50 or something, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you got a lot.
Just a bunch of weird ass shit. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't even remember what all it is.
That's kind of insane.
No, like they're priced to move. I guess they were like clearing everything out.
I mean, when you're talking like 3 minis for $1, that's
Yeah, I mean
You can't-
Reaper Bones are cheap, and they're still a couple bucks a mini. So, and some of them are big minis.
Yeah, I was gonna say some of them are like huge.
Yeah, most of them are like people size for sure, but some of them are like huge size, like 3 square bases.
And they're all like super weird. Like you've never
They're
really seen
so fucking weird.
all of them.
Oh,
There's a couple
man.
of
Okay.
doubles, but obviously.
But even the ones that are doubles are like different poses. Like all these guys have a different pose, which is fucking cool.
Yeah, I
Like,
was
none
going to
of
say,
them are
they don't
exactly-
look like duplicate.
Yeah, none of them are exactly the same. Like even the ones that are really similar will either have like an arm in a different position or will have like a difference in their armor. Like it's really cool.
I was going to say, just that one on the far right, does it not have does it have 2 weapons?
It is 2 weapons, yeah. And there's some that have like a weird flamethrower spear. I don't know. It's just super weird shit, dude. Okay. So, best initiative was Chimera with 34.
Oh, it's me.
And then, yep. And so you can go ahead and do your stuff.
How about chain lightning?
Yeah, let's just fuck them up.
So
Yeah,
it's a
that
reflex.
would.
This
Okay.
looks like a good time for it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It does. For the record, they all seem to be wielding like some sort of brass or bronze weapons, but that is still a metal. So, so go ahead and tell me what this does. Who does it hit? What are the rules there?
Well, I might as well start with the closest one to me. It's a reflex save, so I guess I roll the damage and then you do the reflex save.
Yep. What am I trying to hit?
Y'all, I don't remember how to play D&D. It's my spell
It's been a
DC,
while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
33.
Okay. So
You
I'm going
can
to
have-
start.
8 D12.
Does it let you... Do you have to see the target?
I mean,
Can
you
I
can
not
see
see
all of them
one?
except the underground. You can see all of them except the underground guy from where you're at.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was the underground guy. Probably can't shoot lightning into the ground to target him.
Yeah, but you can definitely get those 3 guys right in front for sure.
Yeah.
And what's the range on the jump? I think you can get the other guy too.
500 feet, and then the jump is 30 feet.
Yeah, I'd say he's in range. Okay, so
Yeah, I would
the
say
guy,
you have
the
to be
guy,
able to see because you can pick who it hits.
the guy in front is going to critically fail.
Yay!
The next guy he got a 38. How does he do?
I have a 33.
So you passed. Does that end the chain?
No, only if somebody critically succeeds.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and hit the third guy. I'll roll for him. He will also pass, but not critically pass, so I'll go ahead and roll for the fourth guy.
Whee!
And he got a 28. That's a fail. So crit fail, pass, pass.
Fail.
I don't know if he. Can you guys hear him?
Nope.
He talked. I don't know why that happened.
I'm not back. Am I back
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the guy in front critically failed, so he'll take 110 damage. The
Do
next
like.
two guys will take full damage at 55, and then the guy in the back is going to take half damage at 27. So that's fun.
That's a good use of a 6th-level spell.
To do like 200 and whatever damage.
Can I use my last action to kind of duck, like get up beside the wall and kind of hide?
You won't be able to hide, but you can definitely like make it so you can't be flanked if that's what you
Is
want
there
to do.
anything like to conceal at all? Like, is there
I mean, there's. Nah, I mean, you could like move back away from the fray and get like back into the jungle. But then you're not going to have line of sight. Like you'll have to move to be able to shoot. Like you know.
I'll raise my shield.
Okay. The spell shield.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's going to bring us to the guy with the eye patch's turn. Which one is he?
I'll be right back. I'm just putting my ice cream away.
Okay. So he is going to charge forward at you, Chimera. And he goes, no fair! Magic's no fair! And that's going to be a 42 to hit. Is that a crit? Or no, I'm sorry, that's a 44 to hit.
I have a 34.
That's a critical hit.
Ouch.
Wait, I have a shield on. What is that?
Oh, so it's just a regular hit. Okay. So it's just a regular hit.
Oh yeah, because I get +1. I've literally never used that spell. That's so funny.
So you
Okay.
can discharge it if you want to. And you could reduce this damage by like a set amount. But then you can't use shield again for like an hour or something.
Nah, we'll just.
All right, so that's going to be 28 damage as he comes in with this fucking massive ass sword. And then he's going to swing again. Oh, man. That's going to be 38. Does that still hit? Yeah, that still hits.
Yeah.
And that's going to be 32 damage as he comes in with the other chop. And then he's going to, actually in a pretty deft move, he's going to hop back 5 feet and at the same time raise his shield. A lot quicker movement than you would have expected from that guy. But that's going to bring us to Jimmy, underground, with your Huckleberry. Here, I'll put him up here so you know which
It's still face to face.
Yep. What's the game plan, Jimothy?
Sorry, I
Talk-
think
talk-
my internet's having issues. Oh, yeah. I don't really know how attacking underground works. Can I do?
I think you can, but they count as like concealed or something, right? I'll just treat it like they have like cover. I'll give you -2 to attack.
Um. Do I have any sense of like where the others are?
Do you have tremor sense?
Sure don't.
Okay, then you would expect them to be roughly where you left them. That's about the best you could do.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to grab this guy again.
Okay.
Oh, you can't really drag in this though, right? Oh, but I can. Okay. Yeah.
Oof,
Wow.
Not enough. Not enough.
Wow.
Not a critical failure, but pretty close.
Wow.
All right. What else would you like to do?
What is that actually equal to? Yeah, my connection is being all wonky. Okay. I think my mic cut off. I am just going to come out of the ground where
Okay. As you shift up to the surface, you can hear him muffled say, "Not so fast, you don't!" And he comes up with you, and you guys both land right here on the surface. And that's your turn, Jimmy. Yeah, you got it, right?
I'm gonna try reconnecting real fast. Hold on.
Boots, you will be the next player to go, so go ahead and have your turn ready, sir.
It's ready.
Okay.
I think. I have a question, but yes, it's ready.
Well, decide what you're going to do no matter which answer I give you to that question.
Okay.
Have your two options ready to go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go to the monster's turn, and we'll give Jimmy his last action whenever he gets back on. All right. So I'm going to move one up here to you, Valonia,
Okay.
and then I'm going to move one up here to you, Chimera. Actually, no. Fuck it. Jimmy. Because he's the bigger monster. No, you know what? You just critted a guy, Chimera, so yeah. So you are a problem. Okay. So they both step in. First one's gonna swing on you, Chimera. Or Valonia, actually. First. I don't think a 27 hits you, does it?
No.
Okay. He's gonna swing again. So 28 won't hit you.
Nope.
All right. Actually, you know what? He's No, I already did it. So yeah, so he's there. And then the one on you, Chimera, he had to move in. He's going to swing at you once. 28 won't hit you. Wow. Okay. And then rather than swing again, he's going to raise his shield up against you, Chimera. And then, is anybody else hearing a thump, or is that just me?
I'm kind of hearing it, but
No,
I don't know who's doing it.
All right, Jimmy, we took some actions from some bad guys. There's one left to go, but I'll go ahead and give you your turn. Nobody's swung at you yet, so. But they're about to.
God damn it. I'm having a hard time hearing you. Hold on.
Wyatt, question. It's 2
Mhm.
actions to use my dancing blade to send it out.
I think it's one action.
1 action? Okay.
Yeah.
That changes things. And what's the movement?
I think you can move. Hold on, let me look up dancing real quick. Hold
30 feet, maybe?
on. I'm not sure now. Okay, so it is 2 actions, but as
Oh, okay.
part of that action, it can move up to 40 feet.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, so it is 2 actions. Go ahead and pull up that dancing room for yourself, just so you can sit and maybe put a link in the weapon description or something.
Yeah.
So you will need reach to hit that guy through Chimera's square, but you do have reach perpetually with that blade, so.
Sorry, what were you trying to say to me before?
I was just telling you, you have 1 action remaining. We moved on from your turn, but you still have that action.
Yeah, I'll just do the defensive thing.
Oh, okay, you went into defense. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. All right, the one that's on you was the last one that didn't get a chance to go. The one that followed you up from underground. He's going to swing at you 3 times, sir. Okay, the first one is 45. Does that hit you, Jimmy?
Yes.
Or no, I'm sorry, 44. 44. That does hit. The next one will not hit. That's a 28. And then...
Nope.
And then 30 will not hit either, right?
Nope.
Okay, so the first one hits. It's not a crit, is it?
Nope.
Okay. You are going to take a great big 18 damage. As he just comes down at you, like as soon as you go into your stance, the first one just connects. You couldn't get like into your defensive mode in time, and he just rakes across you with this big. You're realizing now might be just some sort of copper alloy, because as it hits you, it hurts. It digs in from the sheer force, like it breaks. It is a cut, but it's like a dull axe hacking into you. And as he pulls it away, you can see just your scales have like dented this blade. Still fucking hurt, and it's still a big old piece of fucking metal, but it's not steel, and you are very tough. That's their turn. That's going to bring us to Boots. You're up.
That must have been good for your confidence.
So for this dancing rune, I have to attack something, and then I can use the attack that, or can I just send it out?
What's it say?
Well, it says fighting on its own against the last enemy you attacked. So it sounds like, or the nearest enemy to it, if your target has been defeated. So it sounds like I have to hit something or attack something first and then use it.
You release the weapon and advances through the air, fighting on its own against the last enemy you attack, or the nearest enemy to it if your target has been defeated.
You have to have intent to be attacking something. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so this can be considered an opening move if I intend on attacking something with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't
Alright.
specifically say that you have to have already hit something.
Or at least attacked something. Okay, alright. I'll spend 2 actions. Am I within 40 feet of
Okay.
the far guy?
Which guy?
The farthest one away. I don't think so. I don't think I'm 40 feet away.
No.
I'm gonna spend the 2 actions to throw it up and above these 2 guys in front of me and have it land behind The-
Okay.
back one.
Okay.
And then,
It does not benefit or provide flanking. Keep that in mind.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I just want him to be distracted by a fucking sword.
Like I said, he won't mechanically be distracted, but it's great flavor.
And then can I summon the other sword? Vorpal
Okay.
blade? And
Mhm.
do I still have
The Vorpal Blade? The Hunter's Bane.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then can I still attack the guy in front of me? Right next
Or
to
the
Kyrie?
Plaguebearer's Bane, rather. You do not have reach with that weapon. So no.
Shit. So I can't move.
Would you like to backtrack? Yeah, would you like to backtrack? You can tumble through. That's a thing that you're able to do. That's, a thing that you're good at.
I'll do that. I'll
But-
tumble through to get in between both of them
Okay.
Um,
So put
w-
yourself right there.
with the blade, but I won't attack.
Okay. So where's the Vorpal Blade? Let's get that put somewhere.
In my hand?
Or not the Vorpal Blade. Where's the Dancing Blade?
Oh, it's right behind the guy that's behind me.
Okay. So right here?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll be represented by that little crow
Sweet.
until I get a proper disembodied sword. set up.
Sweet.
Okay.
Do we really not have anything?
Right? No, we don't. I just realized. It's okay. I'll get a Lego sword or something and put it on a base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be.
I have a bunch of Lego lightsabers.
I have a couple of those. I don't know that. I don't know. Okay, so I think I've got like a little pirate saber that I'll attach to a base.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that would be pretty perfect.
So that's Boots' turn.
Oh, let me
Boots.
roll. Sorry, I
Oh
tumbled
yeah,
through,
roll your
so let me
tumble. That's
roll.
right.
Acrobatics
Acrobatics.
against their reflex DC. Ooh.
yeah, Boots. That's fine.
He's flat-footed.
Yeah, I bet he is. All right, this guy's gonna charge into you, Boots.
Okay.
Yeah, he can charge into you. And actually, first, before he does that, he just he drops his pots and pans, and he pulls out 2 swords. He's got a giant sword in each hand, and he just lets out this piggy belly. He goes like that, and then he's going to charge forward.
Do I get an attack of opportunity? Oh, no, he hasn't left my space. He's just entering it.
Yeah, right. Ooh. So that's going to be another 44 attack roll.
Fuck, that's a crit. But I'm going to do
Mhm.
one of 2 things, depending on which one works. I'm going to attempt to use my what's it called? My chain shirt of fortification to negate that crit.
Okay, so roll just /roll 1d20.
All right.
And you need a 17 or better on that roll.
Fuck.
That's coming through.
And then, yeah, since that failed, I'm gonna use my perfect parry to make that just a normal hit.
Okay. I think they're technically both reactions, aren't they?
I don't know if the chain shirt is. The perfect parry is a reaction, but the
Okay.
chain shirt, I don't know if that's a reaction or not.
We'll double
That's
we'll
up to
double check.
you to
Okay.
decide.
Either way, perfect parry will turn into a regular hit. So you will take an even 20 damage
Okay.
from his first attack, and then he follows through with that second attack. That's going to be a 34. Is that a hit?
That's exact AC.
Okay, so just a regular hit. And he's going to deal 14 with his second one. He didn't. Oh no, I'm sorry. Add 10 total to that damage, so an additional 5 for each one.
Okay.
No, an additional 8 for each one. So add 6. Okay, so the first hit. Let me go back. The first hit
Okay.
was 28 damage,
Okay.
and then the second hit is an even 20 damage.
Okay.
All right. And that's his turn. And that's going to bring us to Valonia.
Woo! Me. Okay.
Mhm.
So, this is probably a stupid ass question, but I can use the sword that I have on something that's not the Jabberwocky, right?
Yeah, you can.
For
It's
sure.
functionally just a sword that also has the ability to be used on that specific creature.
That is correct.
Okay, then I'm just gonna do what I do best, and I'm gonna stab people.
Okay. Technically, the falchion is a slashing weapon, but I like where your head's at.
Okay, I'm gonna slash people.
Okay.
I just set this up, so can one of you smart people just make sure that it's correct? And I'm not raging because I can't rage, right? That's still broken.
No, you can rage now.
Oh,
Since you
okay.
sent that one guy to hell.
And then
Yeah, you
I'm
don't know
fine.
how. You get the feeling you need to do it again soon, but you can definitely rage still.
Okay, then I'm raging first.
All right, let's go ahead and swap out your miniature.
Ah! Who's in my character sheet?
You said to look at it.
Oh, well, okay, that's fine. I meant after I rolled it, but like that's fine too.
Oh, well then I'll get out. Just go do your thing.
No, it just scared me when it popped open and I didn't do anything.
Haunted. Ooh. That's going to be a miss on the first swing. Would you like to swing again?
That doesn't have my rage added into it. I don't know if that makes
There's no attack boost for rage, so.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna swing again.
There we go. The 32 will hit.
Cool beans. I think there's like one right in front of me in the very bottom corner that I can tell.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for
Mhm.
him.
Okay.
And then I get one more, right? Because I didn't move or anything.
Correct.
Well,
Alright, that's a
son
miss.
of a bitch. 2 2s?
So you come in with the that 37 attack, and he raises up a shield, and he's going to block a portion of that damage. It still comes down on him, and you can see the iron begin to hiss on him, like where your blade comes in and hits, and he goes, "Ah, they got iron, Doug!" And then the pig with the eye patch looks back, and he goes, and he just points at his shield that is like cleaved like in half from your sword, and he goes, "Looks like she dented your dinger there." And he goes, "Oh no, I know, I see it." And then it's going to be Chimera's turn.
The fuck are these guys?
What about Anchor and Uncle?
Anchor can't get to anybody right now. He can't tumble through like Boots can. And Uncle does not seem to want to fight. He's standing in the back and he like winces every time you guys are in danger,
Okay.
but he's not actively fighting.
Where's Baloney? Is like right beside me, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, Bologna's right beside you. Yeah, she looks like a demon now, but she is right beside you.
I will cast haste on Valonia.
Boss. I dig it.
I guess I'll give this pig guy a stab
Okay.
with my flaming saber.
All right.
This is. Gosh, I don't remember to play. One day I'll get my weapon set up in here. I always say I don't have any idea.
It should just be a d20 plus whatever's on your sheet.
I know, but I had it set up for a completely different roll.
Oh.
But then I'll kill all my friends if I do it now. So
Okay. 33 will hit.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Parent. I'm really sorry. Please don't beat me.
For what?
It's gonna take me a minute. I didn't expect to do this
That's okay.
move. So I have 3d8 plus 4. I really need to get this set. I need somebody to.
I mean, I'm a pretty good
Do you want it set
helper.
up on your? Do you want it set up on your digitally, or you want it set up on your paper?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh wait, and then the roll 20.
Okay.
The
I'll get you
last
set.
one. The last two are all fire.
Okay.
Well, I guess
So
they're all
19?
fire. 8 of it's fire.
Okay. All right. That guy is not looking great. Neither is the guy that Valonia hit through his shield. He's not looking very good either.
I would think my flaming saber is also.
It is, in fact, that's a good point. Oh, and actually, I forgot. Okay, so yes, that is true. The guy that Valonia hit with his weakness to iron is dead. And this guy that you hit does take his weakness to iron, but he is still up. He's struggling, but he's still up. And that's going to bring us around to Eye Patch. Eye Patch just looks down and he goes, "Oh, everybody's got iron, everybody's got magic. Aren't we a bunch of impressive bastards?" And he's going to swing at you twice, Boots. All right. First one is 33. Does that hit?
Nope.
He's flanking you.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to be 22 damage. And he's going to swing again. And that's 34, so that'll hit.
Yep.
And that's going to be 16 damage. And then he's going to hop again, like around, and he's going to actually come out on the other side of your dancing blade with his shield up.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes, actually, that will provoke an attack of opportunity. That's a critical hit, sir.
Yes. Also, I have a feat for something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's just my turn the tide one that you gave me. So if I crit on an attack that's part of a reaction, I gain another reaction for this round.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that is, yeah, so that damage is just, do we double the first number, or do we actually take the critical roll, guys? What did we just land on?
I think we decided we're just going to take the critical roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what we...
So that's 48 damage to that guy. That would be considered iron. He's not looking good,
Sweet.
but he is still up. And that's going to bring us to Jimmy.
I'm gonna grab this motherfucker.
Okay.
I'm tired of his
He-
shit.
He's like in wrestling pose with he got like his sword and his shield. He's like, "Hey, I ain't so tough on land, are you? Huh? Huh? Up here in the real world." Go ahead,
What the
Jimmy.
fuck are these guys?
All
There
right,
we
that's
go.
that's going to succeed. It will not critically succeed, but it will succeed.
And then I'm gonna try to throw this motherfucker.
Okay, throwing him up or throwing him back.
I am throwing him at his friend.
Okay, so at
Can
the
he
injured boss
please-
over here.
Piggy bowling.
Can you please
Yeah,
make
the one who-
noise as he's flying through the air?
Yeah, he
Well,
does.
I have to succeed first. Hold on.
We won't tell your wife what you're doing right these poor guys.
So how does this work?
Technically,
Okay. Athletics against this fortitude save. That's a failure.
all right. Good news.
try to-
it's
you try
not
to
an
throw him and he
attack.
just-
I'm just fucking throw him.
Okay. That will succeed. You like throw him, he like sticks on, you look at him, he's like still dangling, he's like, I still got you! And then you throw him. Ugh. All right, so he deals 10 damage, is that right? Oh, that's critical.
No, it crit.
So it's 42 damage is what happens?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to split it between him and the other guy, since you threw him into a guy.
Sure.
And that's going to be enough to kill Eye Patch. No iron damage in this, so...
I mean, technically, my weapons count as cold iron, like my
Yeah, but you didn't...
claws.
Yeah, but you didn't hit him with your claws. You hit him with his hand.
I dug into him with my claws.
You don't have the feat that makes that deal damage, or we'd be talking. All right. So,
The sass.
all right. So the guy on you, Chimera, that you keep chopping up.
I
is
don't
going
keep chopping
to-
him up. What are you talking about?
You did him a couple
I
shots.
actually, you know what,
Mhm.
Wyatt? Now that you mentioned that, I do have crushing. When I
Okay,
succeed
well, now
when I succeeded a grapple check, so it actually should have been the first one. I deal damage equal to my strength modifier, which is 5.
Okay, and that is
So
considered.
when I succeeded at the grapple,
Wait, no, you have the
huh?
your 3D gauntlets are not iron.
My claws are.
Oh, that's right, because of monk shit, right?
Yeah, they're cold iron, magical, fucking whatever the hell. Like basically,
Okay. All right. So, cool. That's going to bring us to.
they're.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cold iron and silver.
So he's going to swing at you twice, Chimera. The first one is going to be a 27. That won't hit. And then it's going to be a 30. That won't hit, right?
Nope.
All right. Well, he like looks around and he sees that he looks back and he goes, "Hey, Doug, what's the guy? Doug?" And he looks at the eye patch pig man that got killed when Jimmy threw. And he goes, "Oh man, Doug, you guys killed Doug!" And he's gonna swing at you a third time.
I'm like, I can't be mad you named him Doug.
It's gonna be a. That's a 32. Does that hit?
Nope.
Oh man. He just swings one more time and you're just like bobbing and weaving while you're like pondering the next spell to do at him. Okay. The one on you, or the one that you just threw rather, Jimmy, he's gonna charge
Hey,
at you again.
actually,
Mhm.
would a 33 have worked on the first one?
Nope.
No.
Okay. So he's gonna run up at you, Jimmy. He's gonna swing at you one time.
Oh, Yeah, I forgot. He landed prone because I crit.
Well, that's rude then.
Sorry, I'm
here-
just reading through all of it because
So
I have
he-
like the whole description in my thing, but I didn't actually put it all in the
Okay.
attack.
Well, then he'll get up and he'll charge, and he'll only.
Oh no, it even
Get
fucking
one
says
time.
in there. It says on a critical success, the target is prone.
Okay, well, fuck you, Jimothy. Does a 41 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, well, good.
It's very, very aggressive.
And you know what? You're going to go ahead and you're going to take 32 damage.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, he's mad. And he goes, "You killed Doug?"
Actually, you kind of did.
"Oh, you made me kill Doug!" And then that's going to bring us to Boots.
All right.
All right, Boots, you got one pigman with a shield swinging at Chimera right in front of you. You have a hasted Valonia, though, who might be able to handle that. You do have breathing down the side of your neck, the guy with the two swords who was banging on pots and pans earlier.
Yeah. Knowing that Valonia and Chimera can take care of that one, I'm going to tumble behind the second one.
Okay.
I'll roll a acrobatics. I'm sure
Yeah.
that works.
That's a critical success.
He's flat-footed, and then I'll attack him with my Plague Bearer's Bane twice.
Okay. First one will hit.
And then
And go ahead and swing it again at a -5. That will still hit.
sweet.
Barbarians have garbage AC, guys. That's what you need to know. No offense, Valonia.
I mean, it's true.
So 18 damage and 24 damage. And then my sword's going to come in and attack once.
Okay.
Uh,
That just happens. You don't have to give it an action. Okay, cool.
at least that's what I understood.
Yeah,
That's
it's at
why
the end of his turn. It just
Yeah.
That's
does,
really
it
nice. That's
attacks.
really nice.
Yeah.
So you just pay the
so there's
cost
a little
up front,
setup,
yeah.
right?
That's nice.
Um,
That's really nice.
But it attacks at a 24 plus the item modifier. So
Mm,
that's going to be 26. So it'll be
Yep.
-3 to this roll.
Okay. That will still hit.
Hit.
But I do need you to roll a flat D20 check.
Yeah, to make sure that it.
You got to roll a 6 or better.
Ooh,
Yeah, you're good.
works.
Okay, so the first hit, 18.
It still gets all the bonuses of the weapon, like the DR or damage resistance and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yep. So 28. And then. Let me do maths. All right. That is enough to do it as you just perforate this fucking pig man. And he goes, "Ow, my insides!" And then he's dead.
God damn.
Are any of them
And-
wearing nice boots? Probably. not.
They have hooves. They don't have any boots
Oh,
on.
okay. All right.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. And then, that guy's dead, so it's Valonia's turn.
My turn to roll some 2s. How exciting.
Yeah, but you get extra 2s.
I get one.
Yeah, you get to roll 4 times. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the one that's squaring off with Chimera.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab it, slash it.
Okay. That's going to hit. That's going to be 21 damage. He's already not looking great. That's going to finish him off. And you have 2 actions remaining as you just cut him in half with the Vorpal Blade.
And for my final move, I'm gonna use my last 2 actions, and I'm gonna do my line of fire that I spit at the last one.
Okay. All right. He gets a reflex save. What's he aiming at?
1 second.
That doesn't hit me, right?
No, it's a 60-foot line. It goes around you.
Okay.
Um,
Because I'm not wearing my fire immunity cloak, so.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's good to know because I was
Now's the
considering
time.
throwing a fireball through you.
I would have, once we realized it, I would have, because clearly
I didn't
Chimera could
think
look
about
at him and
that.
see the cloak. Yeah, but like as soon as Boots pointed it out, I'd let you like backtrack that action
it just says
because
that each
you'd be able.
creature in the area must attempt a basic reflex save. It's against
Does it tell you what the
mine or
DC is?
something, right?
It's against your class DC.
Yeah, your class DC.
Okay, it's a 32.
32. He is going to fail that. So you'll take the full damage. Go ahead and roll your dice.
What fucking level are we? 13, 14?
Mm-hmm.
13.
It's been 2 weeks, okay?
I know. That's why I'm like going back and rereading all of my abilities. Like, how do I fucking play this character?
I have like 90 pages of spells. I'm like, I don't even.
I know. I have like 5 things to read, and you have a lot more than that, and I'm already struggling. So
Did you see my snap?
no, I don't have my phone.
I saw it.
I have. My whole desk is just covered in stacks and stacks and stacks of papers.
All right, Valonia, as you blast out that line of fire, and he just erupts in flame, and he goes, oh, God, I smell delicious. Chimera, it's your turn.
It's just this one guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Just put the poor fucker out of his misery.
I can get to him if I just walk over there, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just casually stroll up to fucking roast pork man.
I kind of want to just be a jerk about it and just sort of half-ass stab him a little bit.
Oh, good. Okay.
24 plus, I'm using real dice. I actually got dice out this time. Plus 16, 17.
That's 40.
Why
Oh,
does
plus 17 you
40
said,
hit?
so 41. Yeah, 41 will hit. 41 will crit, actually.
That's good to know. So it'll be
Poor son of a bitch.
this one. Won't. I don't get dispel, so don't worry. I'm taking a d6 off. Ah! I dropped the dice. Shit. 3. I'll just roll this one again. $27. 32. 32. And
And
it's
it's
the
doubled because you
iron.
critted.
Yeah, and it's iron.
Is that 32 after the double or before the double?
Oh, before.
Okay, so that's 64 plus the iron is about 30 points of overkill damage.
That's pretty good without using a spell.
That's really, really good. And with that, you just, you chop him across the back, and he goes, "My baby backs!" And then he falls over,
Oh,
writhing, and he's dead. And there you go. You killed the porks.
all right.
We'll go ahead and we'll pick up the aftermath of this bloody massacre.
Wait, can in a semi badass moment, like Thor, return his sword back to his hand?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
As you all just turn to that last pig man, you just hold your hand out, and the Accrusion blade returns, and Anchor goes, "Oh, you all did very well." And Uncle, what's his fucking name?
I don't know, just call him Uncle.
Veridar. Uncle Veridar will see
Uncle V.
to giving everybody some healing. So don't forget that when we start next week, that we'll go ahead and get some healing. But it is pretty late, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up without looting or anything post fight. But thanks for playing, guys. It's good to have everybody back.
Yeah, sorry about all that.
Yay!
For all the canceling games and stuff.
Oh, no.
Eh,
you
no,
guys
no,
were
I'm not worried
sick.
about that.
It worked out last week, actually. It was good.
Well, we're back. We're in
I mean, anytime people have like actual
we're adults.
big personal stuff coming in, like, yeah,
I was
totally
dying a
understand.
little, but I'm not dying now, so.
I'm really glad to hear you're not dying.
I'll know officially if I'm dying tomorrow.
Oh yeah, what time are you out?
So the appointment's at 12:30 your time. Is that right? And I have to be there 30 minutes early. That's where I leave at God, that seems so early.
You think maybe you got the Rona?
No.
No. No, my heart's full.
She has a broken heart.
I'm sorry.
I didn't do it, you guys. I didn't do it.
Guys, I'm really sad that first whirling throw failed, because I wanted to throw him, and then as he was flying through the air, blast him with some lightning, but I didn't have enough action by the time he was...
Aw,
That
I
would've
should
been
have
dope.
hasted you. I'm just
Like you're
gonna
playing
haste
Speed.
everybody next time.
Oh man, I mean the higher level version of it lets you go pretty nuts.
You should have thrown him like past me, so I could have used an attack of opportunity on him while he's being thrown in midair.
Forced movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity,
Fuck.
Nick.
Damn it!
Yeah, I don't really know. There's not actually any rules, so for like if you throw somebody into another creature, it just like tells you based on how far you throw them, like how much damage they take. But I think splitting the damage makes...
Yeah, it just seemed appropriate there. I don't know, what'll happen next time. It'll be situational. We'll see.
I will just tell you that it's probably going to come up a lot.
Yeah, I sure hope it does. It's fucking fun. I remember when you were talking about those options. It's fucking fun. All right, guys. Thanks so much for playing. I had a great time.
All right.
Bye.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.